Hey, what's up, y'all? Before we get started, can y'all hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hey, can y'all hear me? Okay, that means yes. How y'all doing? Okay. How y'all doing today? Has everybody let what's been going on sink in yet? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Still trying to wrap my mind around all this evilness that's going on. That's all. Just when you think it can't get no more demonic. I'm good, Michelle. When you think it cannot get no more demonic, just let a day pass by. And I've got a feeling that we just starting to see the devil rear his head. Let me see who all I got in here. Hey, Miss Ashley. Hey, Kathy B. Hey, Christina. Hey, Queen Fee. Hey, Pammy Pool. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Gianna. Hey, Beverly Harris. I'm sorry. Hey, Nita. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Sherry. And who else, Michelle? Hey, Robin. Hey, Angela. Who else? Hey, Brown Sugar. Hey, Nita. I think I spoke to you already. Kimberly. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Melissa Santana. I am waiting on Tabby. Hey, oh, for her to lie and say that man messed with her daughter. Oh my God. Like I say, just when you think it cannot get worse, it gets worse. This girl, she's only making it worse for herself. The people that she aligning herself with, they are going to be the ruins of her. And she's not going to stop until they order her off the internet so that she won't have no contact with evilness because of the stuff that she's tempted to do and the lies she's tempted to tell, all at the hands of trying to save face or trying not to be embarrassed or trying to get a win. She's not going to stop till she's ordered off the internet. They are. They are. What kind of I don't know. We already know we're not dealing with the normal type of people. Hey, that one. We're not dealing with the normal type of people because normal people don't just go around pulling lies out of thin air to put on people. Some people have consciences, and that's what makes this girl a sociopath because when you can do stuff like that with no remorse, all because somebody rightfully had like the stuff that she's doing, the stuff that that thing said that she's doing, she knows she's done it and nobody's holding her accountable for doing this evil mess. They uplifting her and they're coddling her and arming around her, and nobody said they coming up with excuses for her to do what she's doing. They cannot fight with facts, so they make up lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. That man's supposed to just sit back and let her keep getting away with stuff. She's not being held accountable for nothing she does. That's why she each time it gets worse and it gets worse and it gets worse. I don't know where Tabby is. She's supposed to be joining me. She is driven by dark energies. I don't understand that her desire to inflict harm. It is scary. And what man? Hmm. Now she allegedly is trying to be with Janelle so bad. What man is gonna sit back and see you doing all this evilness to another man and gonna want to be with you? What man in their right mind is gonna want to be with somebody like that? Hey, brown sugar. Hey, sweet queen. She is a fool. You can tell ain't none of them thinking. They fixing to come out with this. Hey Tabby, they getting ready to do. Tabby, can you hear
Hey,
me? Okay. Can y'all hear Tabby? It's
hey,
alleged. It's alleged that they getting ready to do their big one, which is an interview. Hey Amber, an interview full of lies, and have either one of them thought to think, okay, if she knew this, you had custody proceedings during your divorce. Why didn't you mention this then? A whole year has gone by almost since the divorce, and your daughter has been going to her dad. If you were, if you held on to this information, why are you bringing it forward now? And excuse me, y'all, my allergies bothering me. Also, if you had this information and you held on to it and you knew that he did this to this girl, you were a party in it because you did not go to the police. You did not report it. But now that he's filed for full custody, you want to talk about it. That might be the nail in her coffin. Hey Bridget,
my
how
two,
are
can
you?
you hear me?
I can. I can.
Okay.
Sweet queen say hey Tabby.
Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone that's speaking. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday.
It will be the nail because they think they so smart. They get behind the scenes and they try to come up with the win for her all the time. Whenever something comes out, they know Robert told no lies in that paperwork. Robert does not come out here and tell lies. And when he comes out here and makes statements, he got his evidence to prove it. He's not lost against her in court yet. So instead of them getting her a lawyer to try to defend the truth, they getting her a lawyer to try to retaliate with lies. They never come out and defend truth. They go back and they get behind the scenes and come out with lies, and those lies end up being shit that can bother her. Hey, Miss Lasanda, it end up
Yes.
being stuff that's gonna backfire on her, and she don't have sense enough to see it. These people, the reason her brand is being ruined is because of her aligning herself with these people.
That is so true, my two. They only going to make her look more stupid. Yeah, that's correct, Gianna. Gianna. It's just so sad how um they rather have a win over what's right.
Hmm.
They rather be like they conquered something than to say, well, hey, Brianna, this is wrong. I think you should go a different route with doing this, and so forth and so on. But at the end of the day, Brianna has to be the smart one. She has to know that I'm going to be going through this while they're not around.
Hmm.
You're the only one walking in the courtroom. You're the only one
Hmm.
that has to face your children at the end of the night. You're the only one that carries your brand. So you have to stand up for yourself if you don't stand up for anything else. So why would you be allowing these grown women to contributing to ruining your life?
Exactly. Because it appears like they ruining Robert's life, and that's her biggest thing to bring Robert down. It's not about those kids. She has this thing where she's in a tug of war trying to win against Robert. Whether it's lies, she don't care what it is as long as she win against him because she still in her mind hate him because he left her. She still can't believe he left her. Thank you, Lakey.
Thank
She
you,
still
Lakia,
cannot
baby.
believe she still can't believe he left her. And she is what you call sociopathic. They have no
Hmm.
remorse. They're the type of person that has no remorse for what they do to people. They would do anything to a person, and they will never apologize. They never have no remorse, and that is what we're looking at. It goes from one extreme to the next to the next.
Yes, and then I want people to stop saying um that that we hate her, because hate and dislike is two different things. Hate is like a stronger emotion, intense for like negativity and stuff like that. Dislike just means that you find something unpleasant in someone, and that's basically what, you know, we find like her character unpleasant. You know, how she treats RH is unpleasant. Actually, how she treats her supporters is is not pleasant. But hate, to say hate, now I can say that they hate RH because of their behavior, and that's the difference,
Exactly. Exactly.
because they're actually trying to tear him down. And I can't say, you know, both sides do have some, like, you know, terrible two supporters.
They
But I
do.
can't say that when they talk about Brianna, it's not to tear her down. It's only, you know, critiquing her character, you know, and let them know that, hey, um, what you doing is not, you know what I'm saying? It's not cool, man. At the end of the day, Robert represent her as well. So I don't understand why she's in competition with her baby daddy. I don't understand why you allow these women to tear him down, because he's a reflection of you and your daughter.
Okay, so let's see. My two ain't getting that GoFundMe for Aloysia. Yep. But I've been researching since I heard this last night about Georgia laws and child custody agreements, and they're very strict in Georgia, especially up north, up there in that area where she lives. You found some relaxed judges that'll give you chances after chances after chances, but
Mhm.
because she's habitual in violating that agreement, I don't think she's gonna get a pat on the back this time. And she go in there with lies, I don't think she's gonna get a pat on the back. I just seen this comment. Nina said I was in the more bushes today and no one had heard about she's going on Jeannie panel. They say that's what we made up on this side. I heard it. I'm not sure, but that's what I heard today. But when you have child custody arrangements, they are legal abiding agreements and orders issued by the court. They serve to protect the best interests of the child, ensuring that the parent-child relationship remains stable and supported after a divorce or separation. However, life circumstances can sometimes lead one party to violate these custody orders, such as one parent does not want to pay child support, which could result in being held in contempt. Being in contempt of court have serious consequences ranging from fines to imprisonment, and it is essential to understand what it means and the ramifications that it carries. If we were dealing with a normal person, that would mean something, but we all know that this girl is not afraid. She's not afraid of anything, which is why she keeps violating it.
But
Because
my two,
once a
my
judge
two.
set orders,
Oh,
mm-hmm,
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry, baby. Go
yes,
ahead.
you go ahead. I'm through.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The reason why she's not afraid of anything is because Brianna haven't had any consequences. It's, I mean, she really
That part.
needs she really needs some consequences to understand that her ish stinks too. You have to look at it.
Mhm.
Everybody here on the internet is praising her. Then you got, you know, the court system is giving her a pass because she's a mother. Like, this is why this young lady continues with this behavior, because there is any consequences. And that's
Mhm.
why I was telling you earlier, the system actually fails everyone. They fail women, they fail men, and they also fail children. Hi, Brittany.
They do.
So it's the court system really needs, she needs to be made, she needs some type of consequence because she's never had one. And that's why her behavior is the way that it is. If you go in court every time somebody, you know, say she's doing something and they just giving her another court date or justifying what she's doing or changing the divorce decree to match something, and she keeps getting a slap on the wrist, I mean, that's just like a child. You know, until they get a butt whooping, until they touch that hot stove, that's when they know to stop. And that's the
Exactly.
same. That's the same with her. She don't know when to stop because she has cheerleaders that is cheering her on, not only on the internet, but the court system is also failing RH as well and his daughter.
Exactly. We have yet to see anybody that say they support her, not a fan, but say they support her, to say, well, you should not be keeping that child away from Robert. Court orders, you could get in trouble. When a couple of weeks ago, when that incident happened and he met up to meet with her, they came forward and said that she met him, but he didn't show up. She knew that they had set an agreement to meet at a different place, but she went to the original place to try to prove a point. She plays little games, and those games not hurting her. They hurting her. In the end, they're gonna hurt her, but that's hurting that baby. Good mothers think about the well-being of their child and not try to put on airs or perform for social media. And that's that girl's biggest thing. She tries to perform for social media.
Right.
She acts like her well-being of her children is the most important thing to her. If the most important thing to her is the well-being of her children, she would change her ways on social media.
And not only that, my two, you have to realize Brianna is still a kid in her mind. No real grown woman is getting on this here internet grinding their rump in their vagina all the time.
Mm-mm.
Like I feel like she feels like that's the only thing she has to offer, you know? So she's not mature in the mind neither.
At all. At
And
all.
so it's almost like the blind leading the blind. She I don't think she really knows how to um I'm not gonna say be a mother, but I don't think she really knows like the steps it takes to correction and to actually being a better person. Because, like we said, she's never had any consequences, and what she's
Exactly.
going through, she don't even think is nowhere near karma. She probably just thinking it's life because the people that supporting her is making her feel like what she's doing is right.
Mm-hmm. So, in order to avoid contempt, you have to strictly adhere to the custody orders, maintain records, and seek court approval for changes.
Mm-hmm.
In that paper that Krisha was reading last night, it said they had to mutually agree on changes.
Mm-hmm.
They had come to a mutual agreement, but she changed that mutual agreement by going back to what the paperwork said. And she's trying to play mind manipulation, but those judges don't fall for mind manipulation. Her supporters fall for it, but anybody that has common sense and that has good sense will know that you cannot get around that with the judges. While you're trying to perform for these people, you can't get away with that when you stand before that judge. She saw that with whatever happened to that photo incident. I'm not sure if they threw it out or whatever, but if they threw it out, that only made her worse because it was no consequences for her actions.
Right.
If she's gone to contempt, I think they say something about she had a fine. But
Mm-hmm.
if she's probably thinking, well, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I'll just get a fine. But at some point, she's gonna have to do some time in jail, or she's gonna end up losing that child. And in this case, I think it's gonna be the latter.
Darlene said social media is Bree lifeline, shaking her ass and exposing her breast is all she knows, and she just wanna hear people praise her beauty. Exactly. Yeah, I can agree. Did y'all see
Yep.
her Facebook story saying the internet DK what she knows and her babies ain't going nowhere? What?
She don't know. She don't know. She probably thinking this little concocted plan they got gonna work. But let me tell you the discrepancy in if this is a plan that was made, they trying to walk it back if they did. But if this was their plan, right?
Mhm.
Okay, what like I said, why were you taking him? Why had you have if this was the case, why didn't you bring it up in the divorce decree? And why did you wait till he tried to get custody of your child to bring it out? And number two, if that's your argument, if that's her argument,
Mhm.
then why does she leave that child alone with you know who?
Yeah.
If that's her argument.
Wait, say that again, my two.
Okay. If her argument is that she's a whatever afraid for her safety and that he did whatever to the older daughter, well then how is that gonna stand up with you leaving your child alone with somebody that did with her dad?
Yeah, that's why she shouldn't listen to the people on the internet. Because if she goes and say anything that those people are telling her to say, she's a walking contradiction.
Exactly.
She's a walking contradiction.
Exactly.
So
I
she
don't.
she needs to tread lightly. And to be honest with you, she needs to just be smart and just do what's right. Because at the end of the day, you have to pay for your actions. You have to pay for your actions. And at the end of the day, she just need to do right. It's supposed to be about the child. It's supposed to be about the child. And you're making about this man. I truly believe she is mad at RH for not taking her back. Because that's the only reason I can think of her not liking him. Because I mean, we already know about the first part that he been vindicated about. We already know
Mm-hmm.
that, he didn't bash her. He didn't bash her. So the only thing I can leave it with, and they know he's a good father. The only thing I can think of is he didn't take her back.
And that's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
But at
Excuse
the
me,
end
y'all.
of the at the end of the day, you got to think about your child. And who my thing is, who wants to keep going through this every day? Who wants to keep going through this every day when you don't have to? You got a man that wants to take care of his child. And that's what it should all be about. Now I can see if he was like a deadbeat. You understand what I'm saying, my two?
Yep, I do. And
But
he's not. He's not. They want to talk about 10, 15 minutes worth of videos, but in those videos there's a genuine love and affection for that child. There's You can't fake that. What we see when he we see him interacting with their child, you cannot fake that. So if
yeah,
he's like that for 10, 15 minutes, that's how he is off the camera with her as well. Because that kind of genuine love that he displays in those few minutes, he can't follow. I mean, he can't put the whole day out there. He's just giving us glimpses of what it's like when he's with his child. But it's okay for her to put videos about out there of her just dancing with the child. Nothing educational, nothing. She just on there doing little um, TikTok things. Yeah, you see Robert doing that as well, but you
mhm,
also see Robert doing constructive stuff with her.
yeah. I just don't understand how you can allow outsiders to um to control your everyday life.
I
I just
think
don't
they said
understand that.
somebody said that Robert said that she thinks these people are her friends. You got to be a sad individual to think that these people that's causing you more harm than good are your friends. The ones that she had herself encircled around, that was encircled around her in the beginning, now those were her friends that was telling her the right thing that could have spared her to this point.
Mhm.
Those were her friends. But the ones that's helping her dig herself in a bigger hole like she's doing, those are not her friends. I don't
Nope,
even think they like her. For some of the advice they give her, I don't think they even like her.
they
It's a
don't.
game. It's not their family. It's not their lives. It's a game to them. It's about one side winning over the other. They hate RH, so they just want to, in every situation, defeat this side, defeat this. Anybody that's defending him, anybody standing up for right, they just want to win. And they cannot get any factual things for the win, so they get it by any means necessary.
Right, right. These people are living. At the end of the day, their job is to destroy RH. They not
Exactly.
even they taking her out of the equation now. Their job is strictly is destroy this man. And it's so sad. I have never seen anything so sickening like this in my life. And for him to, take her to court over this contempt and then actually have the proof to match it and y'all still saying that he's wrong, that's crazy.
It is. It is.
Beverly said, first off, if anything was going on with the baby on or off camera, a child would act as such a D fool if he was doing anything to that baby. She's lying just as they scared that baby from Robert.
Exactly. She's
Mm-hmm.
done more damage to that child psychological than Robert has. Listen, let me tell you one thing about a child. A child is innocent. And like I said last night on my live, that girl could be telling what's going on without knowing she telling what's going on. She and daddy could be having a normal conversation and she'll just say something not knowing she telling on mommy. Or, children not just natural liars. You have to teach a child to lie. When you
Right.
start telling a child, when you get to your dad to say this, you instill into that child and you start them off to be a liar.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
from that, that's where it goes bad. They end up always having to lie. Mommy told me to say this and mommy told me to say that. And then that children, it becomes habit with them lying. If they try to go along with this and say anything happened, thank you, Candy Kisses, and say that anything happened, don't they know that when all the people have to do, and they have done it, is say, did what's the word I want to say? When they question that child is gonna say, "Well, mommy told me to say that."
Yep. Do you remember? Do y'all remember when RH was live and they was talking about something and she just started talking about the condition of their house?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't ask her if the ceiling was leaking or if the ceiling was falling.
Mm-mm.
She just came out and said it.
Exactly.
She did, and they tried to make it seem like that he did say that, but that wasn't true. The little girl just started talking. So that goes back to what you saying, my two. They just talk.
They just talk, not knowing that they be telling.
Yep.
Children are innocent.
Hey, Savvy.
Hey, everybody that came in the chat: Savvy, Lolita, SC Allen, Darlene.
I think I saw was Krisha in here.
I don't know. Hey, Candy Kisses, and thank you for the super. I think Lakey already. Thank you, Lakey. Um, let's see. Robert knows what he's doing. He doesn't post everything on social media. And the thing is, he's posting. He knows won't get him in trouble. Exactly. Robert moves wisely on the internet. He don't just make moves to move. And unlike Rihanna.
Hey,
And
Tanisha.
one thing about it though, um, a lot of people were getting frustrated with him,
Mm-hmm.
but he was like, "I got this. I got this." And I guess we see that he did. Um,
Thank
thank you,
you,
Lolita.
Lolita.
But truth, let's see. What did
So
you
my
just say,
two.
Ted?
What do you
Mhm.
think? What do you think gonna happen when they go to court on June 2nd? What do you think gonna happen? What do y'all
I
think what's gonna happen on June 2nd when they go to court?
What I think is gonna happen, I think she's gonna get up there with all these lies. Because Robert got his evidence. He wouldn't have taken her to court if he didn't have evidence. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that what's gonna happen,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say she don't know when she's lying. She's just a habitual liar and she does not care. Who knows it? And I think what's gonna happen, she's gonna get up there with all these lies. Robert wouldn't have, like I say, he wouldn't have taken her to court if he did not have facts and proof. So she's gonna go and she's gonna be lying, and he's gonna be able to present the proof that she's lying. And let me go to the next page of this. What happens when you lie in court after and during custody hearings? It says lying in court paperwork or to the judge can also impact custody of that child. While lying in court is a crime, which is perjury, family courts rarely pursue charges against the parent for lying. Instead, the judge considers a parent's dishonesty as evidence that they won't support the child's relationship with the other parent and won't co parent effectively. So if she goes up there with that line, like I have a feeling that she's going to do, like she loves to say she takes accountability, but in the case of being about to lose her child, I think she's gonna go and she's gonna draw shit from out the air to say he's doing, and she's gonna
You
be lying.
you see what Simone said? I hope she get locked up. Brown Sugar said they gonna nail her off to the cross big time.
Yep. But it says in these situations, the judge often ruled in favor of the other parent, and that's in Georgia. I looked up only Georgia, the state that we're dealing with, and they say in the cases where they go to court lying and get caught up in lies, the judge will rule for the other parent.
So have they been to court already about something similar to this situation? Hey Beverly.
He took out a contempt before.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say what it was about, but I do know that last night on Chris's Live, they were saying that she was an habitual. Because I said if they keep going
And
before the
it's right.
judge, I
Mm-hmm.
said if she keeps going before the judge, she's going to become an um, habitual for contempting the orders of this, being in contempt. And somebody said she's already habitual. They had been to court before.
Um, Lolita said, I don't think he will get full custody, but she's going to have to stop playing games because this is serious situation because he's presenting that she is deliberately keeping the daughter away. Not only that, Lolita, he's also presenting that she has her daughter basically in harms due to the other accusations that he put in the court documents as well. And that's really serious. So sometimes they will grant like a temporary until they figure things out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's very possible, but you really have to prove that she's an unfit mother. But one of the accusations that he have that should be able to help him out a lot. Ain't no
Mm-hmm.
more drama.
Mm-hmm.
The judge also knows she was legally forced out of the marriage. She's the problem. Yeah, they got. Phew, this is crazy.
Come on, y'all, get those likes up, please. She better look at the court case on YouTube. See, she's getting her legal advice from people that hate men. She's getting her legal advice from people that don't have a legal degree. And she's getting her legal advice from people that are used to setting up women. She better talk to a lawyer instead of listening to these YouTube lawyers.
She better that money that she getting. She better use it wisely. Cause baby, the only reason why she got that money is because of the person that that's the only reason why she got that money. So if that person don't say give no money, she ain't getting no money.
Yeah.
So
Like
because
he said,
her supporters has definitely peaked her game, and that's why she been at $900 for 5 years. She been at $900 in 5 years until that lady said go support her. Then all of a sudden she went to four. So she better get herself together because she don't have no real supporters anymore.
she
Because
does
those are
not.
not her supporters.
They're not. Anybody that will help you, knowing that you setting up an innocent man, anybody that will help you set up a man to protect another one, that's not a supporter.
Yeah, and that's why I don't understand why they want this side to hold RH accountable, but they have yet to hold this girl accountable. And like I said earlier, I can understand if they say, okay, Bree Bree, we know you lied on him. We know you did this, but I'm gonna still support. I can, maybe, but the fact that y'all still not acknowledging that she lied and that she continues to lie on this man and continue to be part of what's going on, that's what I can't get down with. Like, where are y'all morals? Where are your integrity? It's okay to hold somebody accountable.
It
If
is.
y'all really love that girl, it's no way y'all would be condoning her to stay with that man, knowing what he has done and what he is doing to her.
Exactly. And it's endangering the children already when you got him putting hands on one of them in his angry moment. Lisa R said, my opinion, in her mind, because she had young kids, she would not go to jail. Do you know how many people have, does she know how many people have gone to jail and going to jail every day with kids? Even if they have to put them in the system, they do not take in effect, they don't take into account that they have kids when they're getting ready to render a sentence. They look at what you're doing, if it's lawful, and her thinking that it's just a divorce is just it's just a parental agreement. She might think that's minute, but judges do not play when it comes to the well-being of children. They do not.
And the fact that she gaslight her supporters all the time, saying nothing is gonna happen, nothing is gonna do this. Hey, Special K baby, nothing is gonna happen. I know nothing is gonna happen. It lets me know that the type of women that she's dealing with. Because anybody in their right mind will see that something drastic might not happen, but something is going to take place.
Exactly. Let me read some of these comments. She is definitely glad to leave Momo with her father. T Love and videos. The evil troll lied to the school. That part. Why would she stop that man from going to check on that girl's um well-being in school? Why?
That's evil.
That's evil.
Just evil.
Does she have something to hide? Does she not want to know, is the baby doing okay in school? Why would she go and do that? She's been going to court way too much for her reckless behavior, and she's still seeking action against CC's. The judge will notice that, and that's not a good look. It is not. Beverly, you talking about the framing? Beverly, they saw you talking about the framing with more. It's not hard to prove she's unfit. She has kids and leaving the leaking ceilings, but would rather buy her boyfriend some jewelry. Tabby. He will his time back go for 50-50 until counsel will talk to the children law and they will tell the truth. They know.
Oh yeah, we was Linda in Florida. Me and my two was talking about this when I was in Walmart today. Remember my two? We said that they're going to ask the child how she's doing. They're going to ask her all these questions, and then they're going to say, well, you know, if you telling a lie, that this can happen, and then that's when the children usually say, well, my mom told me to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we just talked
Mm-hmm.
about
We
this.
just talked about that earlier.
Yep, you're right, Linda.
Don't forget, she left them kids in the middle of the night to get a necklace, and her dad told her to go home to her baby. She left them alone at night. She forgets all of this stuff is on the internet. She left those kids alone at home. Her dad was on the phone and told her that he would handle it. Go home to them babies. But anyway, it said in particular, and excuse me, in particular, courts do not look favorably on parents who lie about child abuse or domestic violence. Many states, including California, Florida, Georgia, and New York, have laws that empower judges to restrict custody for a parent who knowingly makes false abuse allegations. And if that's what they're running with, that's their defense, what they're trying to say that he did, I think it may be a possibility that she will lose Momo.
But she got y'all got to realize not just Momo, she has other kids too.
Well, the
Who's to
truth is
say?
only fighting. The truth is fighting for his.
I know,
Now
but
the
if
other
he
fault,
mentioned that
yeah.
she has that situation going on in that house and he's not supposed to be around any children,
Mm-hmm.
she can lose those other kids can also be taken out. It's
Yeah.
just unfortunately Momo has somewhere to go. I mean, and maybe the other dad will pick up. I don't know, but it's just unfortunate. We know Momo for a fact has somewhere to go.
Thank you, Amber.
And you know what? Hopefully it'll get her to get herself together. Like this is crazy. Ain't no way in HELL I'm allow these women, nobody here on this internet to dictate what I'm doing in my everyday life.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because she
But she
is the
lives
one
for it.
that has to deal with it. And when this internet go down, when they get off them 24 plus 7 hour lives, at the end of the day, when you shut this laptop down, it's just you and those four walls and your children and all the accusations that's going on around you. So why won't you try to find a way to put peace in your home? Because it's no way that you can tell me that you are okay with what's going on. You have the power to make all of this stop.
She don't want it to stop
That's what I'm
because
saying.
she thinking it's helping her stay relevant. I would not want that kind of relevance. The
No,
type that she's getting, I wouldn't want that.
no. What I tell you, all traction ain't good traction.
It's not.
All money
It
ain't
is
good
not.
money. And
Yep.
that's what she thrives for. And and someone that was close always said that she loves when she's being talked about, whether it's good or bad. She loves it.
She
So there
does.
So therefore, she has to face like these. Ain't no way I want to face so many consequences. She got to face consequences here on this internet for being, the backlash. She has to face consequences for neglecting her quote unquote allegedly her children. She has to face consequences that what she did to RH. She has to face consequences on exposing her now boyfriend. She has to face consequences. Like it's so much that when she turned left, right, front, back, that she has to face. I don't understand how she sleep at night.
Yep. That part, True Slayer, she is handling her divorce like a breakup with a high school boyfriend.
Yep.
I don't think her mind matured from before when she left, but before her mother died. I think she's still that little broken girl that left her mom. I think she's still that little broken girl in her mind because nobody is seeing any sign of maturity from her.
Nope. Nope. Not at all. Robert also said on his live that Lala was the one who raised Momo.
He did.
Excuse me. He didn't even have to say that because we saw it on camera.
We saw it on camera
We saw it on camera.
even
Mhm.
after she and Robert um even after she and Robert separated when they were going through their divorce, when you would see them, she, Janelle, and the family were going for a walk. Momo was carrying. I mean, Lauren was carrying Momo.
Yep.
She was up there with Janelle, and the oldest daughter was carrying the baby.
Yep.
She's been on live. She said, "Lauren, get Momo." Who can support someone who framed a black man for something he didn't do? My blood is boiling right now. No one didn't call her out on that. Just disgusting. Exactly. Thank you, Beverly.
That's because who said that? Who said that? My two.
Lolita.
Yellow leader. That's because they not her supporters. They fans.
Well, look who we have here. Hey,
Hey,
Pimo.
chemo.
Can you hear us, Pimo?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes,
We can.
ma'am.
Hey, my two.
Hey,
Hey,
girl.
y'all. I'm so happy that I got in. But
Mhm.
listen, someone just hit my door and I gotta take care of this. But quickly, I just want to say this real quick and then I'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
You ladies said something that was so important a minute ago. And I wanted to just chime in real quick so your audience can understand. Most times when and this is just my opinion, and this is allegedly,
Mhm.
when there is childhood trauma, I think one of you said it's like she stopped growing, and
Mhm.
that's
I did.
typical.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That was you. Okay, that's typical. So what happens is when that trauma happens, that's where you're stuck. Even in your adulthood,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you're stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, as much as we have covered this girl, and I'm going to refer to her as girl, because
Mm-hmm.
she has not grown into womanhood like the rest of us, right?
I can
Mm-hmm.
agree. Mm-hmm.
Sex makes her feel important,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Exactly.
And that's what young girls like. You know what I mean? Just
Yep.
make me feel important. When I feel this, that means you care for me. And when we grow older, we like, baby.
It's gonna
That's
take
not.
more than sex, baby.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Do you hear me? Baby, you gotta come with more. And so I think that's where she's stuck. She's stuck in that young girl's mind frame. I don't know. She admitted that she was I don't want to use that
I
word
know what
on
you're
your,
saying.
she
Yeah.
was abused, right?
Uh-huh.
At a young age. And I think a lot of people were saying she was lying. She was lying. It wasn't true. We don't know. We never know. We can't dig that deep, right? But if
Mm-hmm.
she was, that's where she's stuck. And that's
Mm-hmm.
all I wanted to say. That is where she is stuck. She's stuck in
Mm-hmm.
that mind frame. That's why when she comes on and go live, her verbiage is so immature.
It
Yep.
is.
Yep.
It's so immature. And we as women, child, we done been through, I mean, not all of us, but we have had experiences with men to where we be like, mm-mm. We're in our element,
Mm-hmm.
but not her. She's stuck. And that is what I want a lot of women that's in your audience to understand. Baby, if you're stuck in that element, it's okay. It's okay. You
Mm-hmm.
can grow through it. You can
Mm-hmm.
pray through it and you're going to get through it. But
Exactly.
we just don't want you to stay there
Right.
because, if you have children, your children will suffer. And
And I,
that's all I wanted to share. One of you hit that, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's it." From a psychological standpoint,
mm-hmm.
most girls that are abused at whatever age, 12, 11, 10, 9, when they get into adulthood, they're still stuck there
Mm-hmm.
because
and
they haven't done the necessary work to get from there. Go ahead, baby.
and Pimo, I also believe that the reason why she never could actually heal from it, A, due to lack of support, and B, due to the fact that she's been having children back to back, back to back.
That's
So
absolutely that's absolutely correct. And
yes.
let me share this with y'all real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I always say that, and I'm not proud of it, okay? But I've always had a problem. I don't know why. I just know who I am. I've always had a problem with submitting to authority. I had to learn to do it.
Yep.
I had to learn to submit to authority. Now I ain't have it with my mama because shit, my mama, she like shit. You get what I'm
I
saying?
get what you're saying.
But it appears to me, can't get right never had authority, y'all.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope.
And you
She
can
did her
tell it
mom,
shows.
her mom seemed sweet, kind, and meek. Her dad, and a lot of people took issue with me for saying this. Her dad is on the spectrum. And I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it on I don't have any regret of what I've said because my interest is the children,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Exactly.
Yep.
you're absolutely
Exactly.
right. She's running amok. She can, oh, everybody said, oh, you're so pretty. Oh,
Yep.
you're gorgeous. Oh, girl, you looking good. See, that feeds into her ego.
It
Yep.
does. And
Yep.
that's what she
And
lives for.
that's it. She lives for that. And
Mm-hmm.
in the state that we are in today, and I'm listening to you ladies, and you ladies are speaking this. Oh my God, y'all are just delivering the message the way it needs to be delivered. But even in this, her mind, she is still saying, my kids ain't going nowhere. I got
Yep.
this.
Mm-hmm.
I've been holding on to information that y'all don't know about. Girl, if you don't sat your ass down,
That part.
sit
This
down,
girl,
baby, because playtime is over.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Playtime is over.
Yep.
And so we just have to, here's what I like is for the ladies that's listening to you, my 2 cents, because you are so freaking knowledgeable. And
Thank
when I
you.
say you put out that information, baby, you puts it out. And what we have to realize as content creators is that we may be talking about Can't Get Right because she's a great case study, but so many women are learning and they resonate with what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I want you to keep doing what you're doing, sis. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm supporting you, whether I'm in the bushes, because a lot of times I'm working or whatever. But whether I'm in the bushes, I support you. I'm hitting that like button, and every chance I get to comment, I will. But that's all
Thank
I
you.
wanted to say is that, ladies, y'all just if you're listening to my two, and it resonates with you, do something about it. Don't be ashamed, baby.
That's
Thank
true.
you.
Don't be ashamed. It's okay. Just say, okay, I need to get some counseling. And nowadays, baby, counseling is free.
Yeah.
Therapy is free.
It is.
Some jobs even pay for it.
My job does.
Absolutely. So, y'all, that's all I wanted to say. I love you, ladies, and I'm listening. And I'm just going to drop down. Let me get my door.
All right.
Okay. Thank
All
you,
right. Love you
Kimo.
guys. All right. Bye
Love you
bye.
too.
Yeah.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This comment right here. She posted, "No weapons formed against me or my children shall prosper. She is the weapon." And she is correct. I agree with that because she's
Yeah.
the only one forming weapons against herself because she's stuck in a mode of self destruction and don't realize it.
Yup.
I'm so far behind. Thank you, Shay Baby, for the super sticker. I would be fighting for full custody if my child was around. Say, yep, exactly, exactly. What he? What, okay, he is. Is he fighting for full custody? I thought he was seeking full custody of her.
Yeah, he was seeking.
Okay,
I think she was just speaking.
in
I think
general.
she just yeah, just speaking in general.
Queen feasted Sunday. She chose that man over her mother. Okay, what you cooking, Tabby?
I'm cooking chicken alfredo. Chicken alfredo, baby.
Said my two. And on that live, Johnny Boy told someone to suck his eggplant in front of the kids. Mm. He's so disrespectful. But this is who she wants around her children. This
Yep.
disrespectful man that grabs on her body parts in front of them. Remember when he gave her this purse and that ring? She's standing right there. They on camera, Momo standing right there, and he grabs her ass. She comes forward and defended that. That was very
They both are childish.
yeah. She defended that. Said where if they don't learn affection at home, where they gonna learn it? That was disrespectful to your at the time. I think she was 3 year old, your 3 year old child. But you too small minded to see that because she knows nothing about respect and demanding respect because she let this ninja get away with anything. She took the lowest form of respect from him, and that was spitting in her face.
Yep. She just dumb.
It couldn't be me.
Ray said she just dumb. Oh
She said,
God.
"Baby, the money first, along with the respect."
Wait a minute.
Um,
Somebody said, hold on, my two. Go back. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody said, I'm surprised her. What she say?
I don't know.
I'm surprised her. Go fund me. Oh, My two, where we at in these?
I'm way behind.
Oh, she said, I'm not surprised her GoFundMe went up
Mm-mm.
behind this. But yeah, they only went up because of her, because of that. The person over there told her supporters to go support. She was at $900 for 5 years. She was at $900 for 5 years, and soon the person over there told her to them to go support. She was at 4,000 within 2 months.
But that should have been an awakening for her. You big Bree, and it took you 2 weeks to raise the $900, no, 1,000 and something, $1,000. She stuck at $1,000, and then it went to 1,095, and it stayed there for 3 days. But when I want to say big dog over there, because when she spoke, they went and they went and they started supporting it.
Yeah, they
So that
went.
should make
Yep.
her feel some kind of way that she started, and then she got your supporters, and
Yes,
your
in the
supporters don't
5 years.
care enough to help you unless she tell them to.
Right. Because but in the beginning, Big Bree, when they told her to do something, baby, it was done within 2.5 seconds.
Exactly.
Now she has to finish high school to get anything that she wants because they have caught on to her game, and they
Yep.
know that she has abused them as supporters.
Exactly.
But soon the principal over there told of her high school told her them to go support the rally, the pep rally. They went over there and did it.
Exactly. Gayla said, "Hey, ladies, couldn't comment. No glasses. Yes, ma'am. Y'all been on point. Yes, yes, yes. These are facts. It's love, baby. Thank you, Gayla. Facts, Auntie People. He's we way behind. He's very sexual. Her mind is always on it. Yep, she's very sexual. My bad. She needs the
Yeah.
right support system because that be sisterhood. It ain't it. It's not it. They've dragging her further and further down the rabbit hole.
But see, the thing is, it's not her sisterhood, Nina. It's not her sisterhood.
It's theirs.
It's theirs. She's just being invited as a guest.
Nina said, first of all, she got to stop listening to those negative people on the other side that's giving her untruthful solutions. And that's correct. She's in denial of her mental health condition, and it's all about someone being jealous of her looks. In her mind, that's all it's about. Everybody's jealous of her. Hey, everybody that came in the chat. She hasn't learned to accept rejection. I think at some point all of us have been rejected. I've admitted it. I know I'm not the best looking thing out there, so I do know that I'm not for everybody. And coming up, I have been dumped, but I did not act like that. I took my loss and kept it moving.
Yep.
But she thinks that she has this nice body. She's just the best looking woman in the world. You can't be on. I've heard her say so many times after she click on somebody's picture, you can't be me on your worst day. Well, baby, ain't nobody vying to be you.
I know.
Nobody that I know except your supporters would want to change places with you.
Nah, we don't want to be her over there.
Mm-mm.
Uh-uh. We don't want to be her over here. That's all she knows. That's why she's gonna be beautiful with no kids.
There is a reason why they're not around nor supports her.
She gonna be beautiful with no man, no
And
kids, no
I can
nothing.
guarantee you all, when they get behind those closed doors, they putting on a front for us, but I bet they talking about her on that back end when they get in their little. I bet they talk about her like they were doing before, and I bet it's still going on.
What you talking about? The sisterhood.
Yeah, these people, the same ones, I bet they behind the scenes talking about her. They want to put up a united front for the what is it behind, what they call the front end, but on the
Mhm.
back end, bet they be letting her ass out with some of the same stuff we be calling out. I bet they be calling it out too. But we'll never hear it unless they fall out with her.
Well, you remember what that lady said? She wouldn't even want her daughter to even be following Brianna.
Exactly.
So they definitely feel that way, but they have to keep up that persona because for so long they have been supporting her, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what she said. She said she wouldn't even want her own daughter to be following Brianna.
Kay Renee said a rude awakening is coming for her, and it is. Linda in Florida said, what hurts me is that the other three can't enjoy RH. I know they miss him, and I wish someone could speak for them because their mom isn't doing it, and they're jealous behind dad. Surely is not going to do it because he's still reeling from the fact that RH stepped up, and that's who a lot of people still say that the dad is because of what was shown for them 6 years. A lot of people still consider RH the dad because he showed more dadly things than the real dad did,
Mm-hmm.
and he can't stand that fact. He gets mad when Robert goes back and makes memory, like go back in his memories and repost something, but they don't get it. That was those kids' dad for 6 years because he was absent. They called him dad. He was such a good father. She wanted him to adopt him. So he still has those memories, and he still had that was genuine love he had for those kids. So just because they divorced, his feelings supposed to turn off. If they turned off that quick, that meant that was a fake love, and he never genuinely loved those kids.
Man,
Just
it's
like just like he has memories of those kids have those same memories. And I don't care what they try to implant in the kids' head. Those kids were old enough to have their own memories, and you can't change that fact.
Shay Baby said 6 kids with 3 different daddies and still a single mother. No, thank you.
That part.
I'm with you when you're right.
Didn't I hear her say she was living with the other man while she was in high school? This is one that I've been trying to figure out because they drug Robert and drug Robert and drug Robert, talking about he was messing with Sierra when she was a minor. Bree said herself that she was with this guy when she was 15, 16.
Yep.
And I think he was what, 19, 20. So by law, he was an adult and she was a minor. So
So why
where's
is
that?
he coming on
What,
this internet attacking RH for then?
I know it. So by right, he was messing with the minor too because he was grown. It was a case in Augusta, Georgia. The young man's last name was Griffin. He was a college standout he wasn't professional, but he was headed to college. He was a high school standout student. Headed to college, had a full ride. He was messing with the little white girl. They said the white girl just was at him, at him, at him. He was messing with the white girl. The dad walked in and caught them, and she turned around. The next thing you know, this young man is coming getting arrested because they said that he raped her because it was statute. He SA'd her because she was underage. He was 18. She was 16. He was underage. She was underage and he was an adult. They got him for statutory SA. This young man, he was on Oprah years ago. Oprah put money behind it. He ended up getting out. But this young man lost like 4 years of his life because this young girl, they were both in high school now, but one was 18, one was 16, and the parents said that he SA'd her because of the age. What got them off, what got him out was the friends. The friends knew that they were in a relationship. The friends knew that when they first started messing around, she was 17. He was 17 and she was 15. So he turned 18 in the middle of them messing around. But because he was a black guy, the parents didn't like that. So they made them the people, I mean, the DA didn't want to do it because he was this star football player for their city. Everybody knew him. But the parents made them convict this, made him them take charge this young man. He ended up going to prison. And I'm saying that to say, so we do know that that is against the law. I don't care if it is you 18 and you're just an adult. Once you turn 18, they consider you an adult. And If she was 16, 15, where's the outrage? The same way they tried to drag Robert saying that he was doing this with Sierra when she was a minor. Why don't we get the same outrage for sleeping in Brianna? They so contradictory in all their arguments. Whatever they arguing, you can best believe you can go research, and the same thing has happened somewhere with Brianna. Brianna.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like they got on blinders when it comes to her. Their visual focus is just on Robert and what Robert may have done and what Robert didn't do. They just make it up, and they make it up as they go along.
Mm.
It's hard to believe that a group of grown ass women has this much resentment for somebody that they don't know based on a lie that came out to be proven a lie. Okay, you all know it's a lie. Now fall back and let this man and this woman co-parent healthily. But because they won't allow them to co-parent healthily, and she feels obligated to keep her fans satisfied, this is why she's where she is now.
Yep. Um, is it okay, my two, that we go ahead and drop Robert's GoFundMe in the chat?
Yeah,
Okay, Candy
of
Kisses, can
course.
you put Robert GoFundMe in the chat? I was trying to copy and paste it, but it won't allow me to do it.
Miss White said that tells you a lot about the structure she lacks. She does lack structure. But she needs at this point, she got like they say all these old women on this side talk or all y'all old women should be doing it. We shouldn't have to come forward. Y'all her supporters, we're not. When we do videos, we giving her sound advice. And she says, why would I take advice from y'all? Because nobody else is telling you. They're only helping you create, they're only making her hurt herself and hurt her brand.
Yep.
And if they those old women that we saw on that video that were old enough to be her mother, they should rally around her and tell her the stuff that we tell her, but they won't do it. If they were doing that and she was listening, it would be no, we would not even be here. It would
Nope.
not be anything to talk about.
Or
She
if
will
they
learn.
or if they stood for, thank you, Candy Kisses, for that, baby. Or if they stood for what they claimed they stood for real, we wouldn't be
Hmm.
here neither.
Exactly.
We wouldn't be
Exactly.
here neither.
She will learn that the courts doesn't play when it comes to children. It's correct. 3 out of 10 help my two reach her goal. 7 more super chat. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Candy Kisses. I'm sorry, y'all. Just me. Lolita said, "Can I come up and say something?" Sure.
Hey, Pimo, love you too. Yes,
I
honey.
dropped the link, Lolita.
I love to have conversations with people who can talk.
I'm not surprised either. Now, yesterday caught me by surprise because I was not expecting that. I was getting ready to go live about the Tangled Web, and I heard when I heard about that, I was straight shocked because nobody knew. Robert is not one that broadcasts what he's doing behind the scenes. It just bam, there it goes. And he still didn't say anything, still hadn't said anything. However, it got out. I can almost promise you all that the reason we know about it is because she sent it to them. She told them about it. Because nobody just sitting up looking for what's going on with them.
Right, 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 right.
Does anybody else want to come up and speak? I dropped the link for Lolita. Both of them are very childish. They want to say he's so this and he's so that, but he's the same person that he was. He was just a bigger version of it when she was in his inbox.
Yeah, y'all.
Hello?
Hey.
Can you
Hey,
hear me?
Mm-hmm.
yes, ma'am.
Hi. I'm Lolita Jones. I've been following this story for a long time.
How are
I
you?
mean, I'm okay from the beginning, and I had a little story to tell, and do everybody lives. I've been in everybody lives. I've been around for a long time. Something compelled me when listening to you. I'm not sure who's online with you, on chat with you. That's why I didn't say their name. I'm not sure if it's Tabby or Creature. They sounded like to me.
It's
Mm-hmm.
Tabby.
Um, oh, hi, Tabby. But today, something, I don't know, was it God or what led me to come on here and say something. I just want to say something. If you ladies give me a few minutes, so I'm a little nervous. I usually don't come. I usually just stay on the down part. I usually don't come up and speak, so I'm a little nervous.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing that bothers me about this whole situation. Let me just take a breath. Anybody that can support someone that got on social media and try to frame a black man for doing something that he didn't do. And if anybody support anybody like that, as far as I'm concerned, they they can kiss my black ass. I don't see how these people that supporting Brianna, that one person has held her or more accountable for trying to frame Robbie for something. How can you support someone that try to frame an innocent black man of doing something they didn't do? How can you support someone like that? I just cannot fathom that. The next thing I want to say is these people don't realize, they think that when that Robert is supposed to do a 360 for them, they have no idea. I'm getting a little emotional. How that man feels, how when you take somebody's life in your hands and you turn it upside down.
Yep,
That's true.
that's true.
That's true.
That's true.
I don't get it. Kay Jones said they're willing to keep those children in an unsafe and unstable environment.
I've
That
never
speaks
seen nothing like
volumes.
this. Nothing seen. Haven't seen nothing like this in my life.
I
And
haven't either.
never seen nothing like this. And you wouldn't. Another reason why I wanted to come up, bear with me.
Mm-hmm.
It's because you just said something. My 2 cents. I'm gonna tell a little story. My son went to Florida with a young lady. Um, the first mistake, she was white. That was his first mistake. When I finish the story, you're gonna know why I said that. No
Mm-hmm.
disrespect. People love who they love. They like who they like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my son, my parents had died 6 months apart. I watched both my parents take their last breath. My son called me from Florida and told me that this girl had him locked in her room. And because he wanted to get out, she said if he went past her to get out, she would call the cops and say he raped her. Now imagine this. Imagine you a mother
Mm-hmm.
and you get a call from your son. First of all, he in Florida. That's a Republican state, okay? They racist, and he's black and he's with a white woman. Now she has him locked in this room, telling him and sitting in front of the door and won't let him out and gonna tell the cops that he raped her. Do you know I had to call Florida police, tell them to go get my son because this woman was gonna call them and accuse him of raping her. And you just told a story about that black man. I wrote in the text. I know exactly the story you're talking about. And can you imagine? Can you imagine if my son didn't have a phone or his phone was dead? That woman calling them cops and accusing my black son of raping this white woman in Florida. Could you imagine how that might feel? That is why I have such a hate, and I don't hate people, but I hate these women that's
Mm-hmm.
sitting on here applauding these women that literally took this black man's hand life and put it in their hands, and they don't know how. No idea. They ruined Robert's life because they got on social media and it's out
Mm-hmm.
there. It's
Mm-hmm.
out there. You can't
Can't
take
take it
it
back.
back.
Exactly.
You can't take it back. You destroyed this man's life. And another thing, I really starting to piss me off about them. If you love Momo so damn much, why you trying to take her from her father? You don't
Exactly.
give a damn about Momo. That girl loves her father. You
And
could
she
see it in
does.
her
You can
eyes.
see
You
it
could see it in her demeanor.
when
You can see it. She loves her father. You say
she
you care
does.
about Momo. You don't care about Momo because if you cared about Momo, how you online walking her father like a dog with a
Exactly.
chain around his neck? Because Momo gonna
Exactly.
grow up. Momo not gonna stay fine forever.
If you all
So
can remember, when she first got separated from Robert, she claimed she had Momo in counseling because she was so traumatized. She was so traumatized. But when she was traumatized, all right, because you and Ja was doing it. You all ain't no telling what they was telling her about her dad. And y'all remember when she did the video and let him talk to her on FaceTime, how Momo was smiling? That did not look like that baby was traumatized. She looked like she was like confused, but she did not look scared. The only time she appeared scared was when he was talking about Robert outside. You want to go see Robert? And she was like, no, no, no. There's no
and,
telling what they said before they
and you know
started
what they call that,
filming.
my 2 cents? They call that abuse. That's
That's
what they
abuse.
call. That's how they
Abuse.
call that abuse. They
And
call. They
then
want to talk about Robbie. They call that abuse. That's what they call abuse. And another
exactly.
thing is how they always talking about how he tear down black women. He diss black women. What about black men? What I wanted to start a podcast. There's a lot of men. I'm following a lot of men right now, black men that's online, that's going
Hmm.
through what Rob is going through. They can't see their kids. They got bitter baby mothers. This is fact. This is reality. And I thought, but I don't know how to do that. But I really wanted to start a conversation about that because I think we forgetting about our brothers out here, our uncles, our cousins, our sons. I have one son. I have grandsons. I couldn't imagine someone doing to one of my sons or grandsons or nobody in my family what's being done to Robert. And this woman, they always talking about him. You sit there and you applauding a woman that walked your baby daddy like a dog and put a chain around his neck on social media.
Mhm.
You and that and
Mhm.
that then you shout out another woman that framed your daughter's father for something that he didn't do. These are the women you praising
Mhm.
and you shouting out. And they always talk about what he do. No one over there holds her accountable for what she does. Everybody, and I'm a Robert supporter. I'm gonna die a Robert supporter. That's a fact. But people call Robert out on his shit. Sometimes I don't even watch Robert shit because to me he's stupid. You know that I don't want to see that shit. And that's just being
Mhm.
real. You understand? I give him a little like and I keep it moving or I share it.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I get it. You know what I'm saying? He got some issues with him too, but that's not the point.
Exactly.
No one holds her accountable. If you go through her stuff, and I'm on all their pages because I'm nosy, that's who I am. All they tell us how beautiful she is. That's it. You, I've known more beautiful women in the world that life fell apart, just like yours is.
Mhm. Mhm. She act Lolita, you still there?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's crazy, and I have to agree with her. How just remove, just look at RH. It's like a regular man. Look at him like
Yes,
your brother, your sister, your father, your uncle, your son. Look
yes.
at him like just a normal man. Take out the fact that you support Bree or just who it is. How would you
Mm-hmm,
feel if someone was to get on this here internet and frame your loved one for abuse,
mm-hmm.
for a Bruce, and not only that, you know for a fact that they are telling a lie. How would that make you feel? And to tear him apart to no return. How would that make you feel? Just remove your feelings for Brianna. Remove your feelings from the principal. Remove your feelings from anybody that's attached to this situation. Put yourself in this man in Brianna's shoes. Or no, not Brianna's shoes. Put yourself in RA's shoes. How
Exactly.
would you feel
Mm-hmm.
if someone did that to your husband, your dad? A lot of these women,
Mm-hmm.
they're girl dads.
And
How
then
would you feel?
she's playing with fire because she has allegedly two sons, I know, but allegedly three sons.
That part, my 2 cents. That part. How would she feel if one of her sons came home and said his girlfriend was trying to do that to her? How would she feel? Exactly.
Because at this
Yep.
point, this is not about size anymore. This is about what's right and what's wrong. And what's
Mm-hmm.
wrong is that this man was framed for something that he did not do. It came out that he did not do it, and these women continue to tear this man down for no reason. Y'all, this is sick.
It
It
is.
is sick.
This is sick.
Yep. And they like to call us demonic. I'd rather be demonic fighting for what's right than be the demonic and have my hands in everything wrong.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know, when this stories first started, I knew right. I went to my daughter. I said, Tanya, she's a liar. I just said it straight like that. She's lying. How you know? She's a liar. I'm 62 years old. She's a liar. First of all, we all women. We know the games we play. We know what we do. We know how to manipulate. You know, we know how to twist it. And when we angry, we on fire. That's a
Absolutely.
That's a fact. So, at just being a woman alone, hearing the story, you know how she rolled because you've been around, right? If not you, somebody you know, right? We
Yep.
could all agree with that, right?
Right.
Mhm.
So we already know from the beginning where the game is being played. If you from the
Mhm.
old school, you already checked it from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you said, it's not about size anymore. It's about right and wrong. And the reason why I stand so behind right and wrong, like I said, with the Robert situation, with the accusing thing, because that happened to my son. My son could have went to jail being accused for rape for something that he didn't do because this woman was mad because he wanted to leave. It's simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all.
Yep.
That's it. That's all.
Yes.
You know, that's it.
Absolutely.
And that to me, so every, that's why I know that what this man is going through, these people that's walking him like a dog and they getting they bucks, I see they little checks in it, they how much money they making. No amount of money in the world would allow me to take a human being and beat him down like that. That's
Yeah.
Exactly.
despicable.
It's
It's
sick.
Exactly.
despicable. And
Yeah.
it really brings tears to my eyes. It's despicable. And it's despicable that she stands around. I don't care how much I would hate my baby daddy. I would never allow no one to, because my daughter got to read about her father. See what was going on with me and her father, between me and her father. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to allow you or anybody else to go nowhere and talk about him and dog him out and applaud it. I'm not
No
doing
way.
that.
That's
I
Yep.
right.
agree. I
Because one
agree.
thing about it, this stuff that's on the internet is on the internet forever. I looked up a
Ever.
case that happened in 2004 here where I'm from, and it's still out there on the internet. So this stuff is on the internet forever. And when she gets older and starts getting these devices, she's going to be able to Google her dad's name, and all of this stuff is going to come out about her supporters and what they're saying about her dad.
Exactly. And
Mm-hmm.
when I seen that woman, I'm not gonna call her name on your panel, have a black man with a chain around his neck. I'm from the six. I was born in '63, right? So we already know what happened before '63. And to see this black man on his knees with a chain around his neck and you walking him like a dog, that's disgusting.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
These women, let me tell you something. These women are so torn themselves. They are so hurt. And a lot of them are placing themselves in Brianna's shoes. And because it's no way you can be this attached to this story to want to keep degrading this man. These people are really thinking that it's them in this situation. And that's the sad thing about it, because if you do what's right and wrong, it's no way that she will still have the amount of supporters that she has, or the other person. It's no way in HELL.
It is not.
That's right.
It's not.
Happy Sunday, ladies.
Hey,
How y'all
hey,
doing?
what good in
Hey,
yours?
we're fine.
Good, 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 good. It's good to hear your voice, Lolita. I know you've been supporting and been around for a long time, so nice to
Yes,
hear your
thank you.
voice. You're
Thank you.
welcome.
It's a little
Um,
deep. Man. It's a little deep.
that's all right. It was wise and was filled with wisdom. That's all we care about. Okay.
Thank you.
Hmm.
But
Thank
I just
you.
wanted to say, you're welcome. I just wanted to speak about the whole with when it comes to excuse me, when it comes to Momo. Um, when we say she don't care about Momo, you know, her fans, and I think we've all stopped saying supporters and say fans now, because that's
Hmm.
really what they are. Her fans, they like she do love and care about her child. Y'all crazy delusional to say she don't love her child. I know that it's you know
when you say somebody don't love their child, is you be looking at a person like, of course they love their child, but that's not always true. Just it's really not. And I really believe that she has resentment towards Momo. Just stay with me for a minute, y'all, because Momo gets to do what she can't. She gets to be with him, right? So she's not thinking about any effect on Momo not being with him. It's almost like I'm jealous, and if you're not with him or whatever, oh well, because he hurt me and what he did to me. And so she weaponizes Momo, in my opinion, because it's clear that she thoroughly loves being with her father. So to not let him pick her up, to be playing games about the pickup spot, to send her over there, um, you know, unkept, and then say what he could just get it done, and stuff like that. What if what if he didn't really know how to get it done or what to do? You would just have her to be out here like that. So you don't treat her with respect, even though she's your child. And yes, you were supposed to respect your parents, but you're supposed to respect your children also. And she doesn't do that with her. And I really believe she has a jealousy and resentment towards Momo, which is why she does not care about keeping her from him, whatever impact it has on her, because you get to do what I can't do, which is be with him, benefit from his earnings. I mean, no, outside of child support, he can't take me shopping. He don't take me shopping no more like he take you. I can't sit on his lap like you can, of course, not in the sexual way, obviously, but I can't be close to him like you. I can't benefit from his presence like you. So I think she kind of resent that. Momo probably come home and be over the moon and exclaiming to her family about what she did and what she got and what he bought her and all of that. And everybody jealous of it. Everybody wish they could go too. And that's just my opinion on that. So yeah, she doesn't care about her. She care about herself more, in my opinion. So that's what I wanted to say about Momo and why she does what she does when it's clear that they have a great father and daughter relationship. Why would you ever want to come in between that?
Yes, ma'am. And some women do be jealous of their children.
First came out, one of the reasons why she said she wanted to get pregnant by Robert is because he was a great dad to Desharia.
Yeah.
She praised that. She put everything she owned on my mama. She said he was the best dad ever. She was the best everything ever back then. How could he become not a great dad? He raised your children for 6 years. And if you really thought he was a shitty dad, a messed up dad, you wouldn't have damn, you first you say that he abused you, but you never said he abused your kids. You never said he did anything to your kids. He took care of your kids for 6 years. He was a good dad then, and all because you divorced him, he turned into a monster.
Right. And she asked them, what do y'all want? And y'all want me to be single and still spend time with him? And they said, yeah, we still want to spend time with him. Then you turned around and didn't allow it. So why did you even engage them on a direct level of asking them? Because you should have kind of figured that. But once you asked them and they were able to tell you that, and then you denied it, your children also know that too. They know that,
And two things. I'm sorry,
No, go
Tabby, you're
ahead.
right. And Truth Slayer, she is jealous. She's jealous of the relationship of her daughter with her ex-husband. That's straight like that. She's jealous of that. That was the reason why she wanted a baby, because she knew he was gonna be like that. The only difference is she's not there with them.
That part.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all. So yeah, I love my baby, but do you? Because you're supposed to want what's best for her, not what the part that involves you. That's no longer, you know. And I also want to say real quick, because I know I can talk and I don't want to take over.
Oh, me too. Me
I just
too.
want
I don't
to.
want
I
to
just
take
want.
over neither.
Y'all
I said
good.
that I'm gonna
I
drop
never
down.
talk, but I can talk now. I can talk now. I can talk. So
Right.
let me
And
know.
I was
I'll
saying,
drop
let me
down.
get up here real quick and let Lolita keep going, because we don't ever get to, hear your voice. And I know I've appreciated you. You've been in my chat
Well,
and
thank you.
everything. So I don't want to take over, but I just want to say real quick something I said in the comments, that if I were our age, I would have referenced in that letter um, that about questioning her judgment when it comes to these predators, because I would have referenced her friendship with, I call him Maine so dummy, y'all. That's what I call him. But um, I know his name is Maine so funny. Uh, I'm sorry if I shouldn't probably say the name out loud, but it's me saying it, and I own my own statements. But I would have referenced her friendship with him. Like this lets you know that when it comes to predators, her judgment is flawed. You wouldn't did a whole song with him. There's the receipt of her saying when somebody brought it to her attention in her DM, and she was like, "Well, I'm not trying to date him," and it's like, but why are you trying to associate with him at all? So her judgment in that area of being protective, understanding, not even just what's a good look or bad look, but if you calling him your friend, he's subject to be around your children if he's your friend. So I mean, I would have referenced that in the letter, and I know the truth seems like he never trying to stop nobody bag or bring nobody down, and he always says that. So he probably didn't want to mention anybody else, but he could have maybe not said his name and just said, if the court wishes to know who that is, I could disclose it. But maybe initially I would have just said there is a content creator who should not have a platform because is a, predator, blah, 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 blah. She openly associates with this person. They've done business together. He wrote a song about her. So she doesn't have good judgment, particularly in that area of safety for her children and even for her. Because if you really were assaulted in that way as a child, why would you be okay with doing business with and chopping it up, on
Exactly.
live with this predator? Like, so I just don't believe anything happened to her. Or if it did, I can't understand how she's internalized it to where she'd be okay with openly calling this man her friend, going to Airbnbs, doing videos with them, and all this. It's just insane. So her judgment is clearly flawed.
And it is.
Well, I just want to say one thing, then I'm gonna drop down. I want to thank you ladies for allowing me to come up. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I think I did this twice. I just want to leave everybody with this thought. Everybody have to ask, not us, because we have common sense. Don't want the other ones. Ask yourself, she don't need a lawyer. All she has to do is follow the DGD directions. Tabby
Exactly.
said it earlier. Tabby said it earlier. There's no need for a GoFundMe. There's no need for a lawyer. If you do what you're supposed to do, you wouldn't be in this position. But this is what I want to leave everybody with. Ask yourself, why do she do that? Why do she violate the order? Why is she keeping her daughter from him? Why? That's the question. Why?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna leave on
Mm-hmm.
that note. I'm gonna leave that on that note, ladies. And I
Hmm.
thank you for letting me come up and speak. I'm gonna jump back down. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for being up here.
Thank
I
you,
I
can.
like
Lolita. Thank you,
I
Thank you.
like
Lolita.
hearing new voices and different perspectives.
Well, I
Yeah,
appreciate
she's
that.
been around for a while. I'm like, Lolita
Yeah,
coming
I've been
up.
around for
So
a while. But thank you so much, ladies. I
yeah, and
appreciate
I'll
it.
drop down as
Thank
well. Thank
you.
you, ladies.
Bye, Juice
You're
Slayer.
welcome.
Hey, bye y'all.
Bye. I'm reading some of these comments.
You
Special
read
case.
some of these comments, you probably still stuck in 1984.
Let me go to the bottom and
Because
work
you
my way up.
behind, my team. You
I'm
behind
way
on these
behind.
comments. We up here in 2025. You back in 1984 with these comments. Go ahead.
Let me. I'm gonna thank everybody for the supers afterwards because I'm behind in everything. I get so caught up talking, I don't be paying attention. So I'm sorry, y'all. Miss White said I helped my now husband fight for his rights and his daughter. Then the same thing 5 years later. I'll fight tooth and nail for mine. I don't agree with everything Robert does, but I support him. That's where I am. I don't agree with everything that he does, but uh, he does not deserve to be. He does not deserve to be Dham. He
Renegade.
doesn't deserve to be. Hey, Dham. He does
Hey,
not deserve to be slandered and dragged through the mud like they're doing him. Enough is enough.
right. When do it stop?
It doesn't.
Hey, Deanne, what's up, bro?
Thank you, Gigi. Thank you, Miss White. And I'll call out the rest of them. LaKay, Candy, Lolita, thank you. Thank you, Shay Baby. Thank you, Jazz So Funny. Thank you, Ray Ray. Thank you, Lakia again. Thank you, Miss White. Thank you, Linda in Florida. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you, Ishay. Thank you, Wisdom Warrior. Thank you, Tamara Tune Day. Thank you again, Miss White. And thank you, Gigi. for the supers and super chats. Okay, Dham, you can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we
Yes, sir.
can.
What's up,
Can
D?
y'all hear me?
We can.
Yes.
Hello?
We can
Yes.
hear.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just coming up to just make sure that my 2 cents live doesn't um have any issues as far as YouTube guidelines.
Mhm.
Um, to make sure that when y'all are making statements and things of that nature, that you kind of be sensitive to the words like the R word and the M
Mhm.
word and those type of words
I
that can
caught myself
cause
earlier.
her live to get flagged. So if y'all can please be aware of that, um, you know what I'm saying? Be mindful of that. I know a lot of y'all are speaking out of a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, and experiences that you lived through. But be careful with the YouTube guidelines. Also, I wanted to say, um, Truth Slayer was making mention about the guy, um, the registered sex offender that we all know by um, the guy that Brianna did music with. Um, if y'all remember, if you guys remember when she first broke up with John Nail, one of the first calls that she made was she made a call on you on a social media with this guy consoling her while she was talking about what she was going through with John Nell. That was and that this is beside the videos that she made with this man. This lets you know that she was very much seriously keeping him around and as a confidant. So I think that was very good that True Slayer brought that up and made that connection to what this girl's judgment is like. And I wanted to say that because I do believe that she was and violated as a little girl because sometimes history repeats itself and sometimes cycles you leave windows open for history to repeat itself. Not to say that it's happened to any of her children, but oftentimes when you have been violated, you'll leave the door wide open for it to happen again, and because you haven't learned how to heal or learned how to protect um the gifts that God gave you to protect because of you're still operating in your own trauma and your own um confusion. So I wanted to just make that makes sense. But I'm happy to see that you got live my 2 cents. I'm so much. I'm just been in the bushes, and I just been grateful to see that you done finally started hitting this live button and people are just flooding in. So I appreciate you, girl. Real
Thank
talk.
you.
Okay.
Thank you. I
Love
appreciate
everybody in the
that,
chat.
Dham.
Love y'all. I'm gonna drop down and get back in the bushes.
Okay. It's
I
some
don't know if you
comment.
was able to hear me my 2 cents.
I did hear you. You can't
Okay.
hear me. Okay.
Yeah, I
Thank
can hear you
you.
now.
Thank
Okay now.
you.
Okay.
Okay. Rob said if he doesn't get her, he wants child agreement changed. He don't want to take he don't want to take her from her siblings, but he has to protect her. What do you think about that, Tabby?
Okay, Rob said if he doesn't get her, he wants child agreement. Wait a minute, you
I'm
changed
sorry. I'm sorry.
it. Rob said if he doesn't get her, he wants child agreements changed. He don't want to take her from her siblings. He has to protect her. I don't know. Because I understand you don't want to take her from her siblings, but at the end of the day, it's about her. So you got to protect her, and maybe you protecting her might protect her siblings.
Yeah, I feel like this. If she's in danger, the siblings in danger. So I know you don't want to break because of their the situation they were in with his siblings. They were separated. Um, when his mother died, I understand him not wanting to do that to his child, but if he feels to the point that his child in danger, you got to do what's best for that baby. And
Exactly.
sometimes that will include her being separated from her siblings. Now, um, if he could, like, she can be the one that's having visitation. But I think as long, if just say for instance the judge does grant Robert full custody, this is not going to be the end of it, because then she's going to have a vendetta. She's going to be tried even harder to get her back, number one. And then she's going to start making it even more difficult. So it's going to be a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. She's going to be the one going to file charge, these contempt charges. It will never end. I can see it being an ongoing, never-ending cycle because of who he has a child with.
I don't know, my two. I believe once Robert have his child, it's nothing else. I think that because, like y'all say, she only wants right now. She's only focusing on the twins and the boy. I believe that once Momo is gone, it's just one less child that she has to worry about. The only thing that's probably going to make her want Momo back, this is my opinion, is if they make her pay him child support.
Yeah.
That's the only way I would see her trying to fight him to get her back.
And I think it's to the point now to where he wouldn't even want child support. He just want his child safe. Latoya Middleton said Bree allegedly is about to put a charge on RH, and she's the Holy Spirit came to her and said 100% Robert needs to go to a lawyer now that he's dealing with real demons.
That special K. Wait, she said Brie allegedly is about to put a charge.
Oh, I
My,
thought you.
my two. Brie allegedly is about to put a charge on Robert Hampton. The Holy Spirit came to me and said 100 Robert needs to go.
I think she meant
Needs
to
to
a
go to
lawyer.
law or get to lawyer. Now he's dealing with real demon. Yeah, he
He's
really.
been
Yeah.
he's been dealing with demons, but now it's to the point to where it's it's grad everything is graduating. It
Mhm.
never stands still. It goes from one extreme to the next, to the next, to the next, and it's not gonna end.
But you know what? Everybody has a breaking point, and maybe he's at his breaking point right now. And that's the reason why he took actions. All these false charges allegedly that they're trying to put on him, it's not going to stick because, but first you have to prove it. And if she did have those alleged charges that they're floating around there, like we said in the beginning of the live, if you already knew this, then why didn't you not say anything? You That makes no sense. That means that you're also you're going to be accessory.
Exactly. That's why I say when
So
they
it makes
get in the
sense.
background and they come up with they concoct these lies. They don't realize these lies are damaging her as well.
Mm-hmm.
There, it's not just making him look no kind of way. It's making her look a kind of way for. It's making her look a kind of way for actually keeping that, because that's something serious. And then you
So,
kept
oh, excuse me. Go ahead, my two. I'm sorry.
And then she kept it when they got to the custody part of the child. That makes you know there's no truth in it, because when as much as she's hated this man all this time, that would have been come out. She did not love him enough to keep no secrets. Everything that she knew about him, she brought it forward, even telling a lie that he put a hit on her. So what would stop her from saying that? Nothing. They lying. That's something they done concocted behind the scenes, but it only makes her look worse.
Exactly, because if you knew this stuff, because I think I heard, I don't know who that was saying that she kept saying, I was protecting you for so long. When she was saying that, she was not talking about these alleged
She was
rumors that
not.
no, she
She was
was talking
talking
about
about the
that
alleged
fake,
abuse.
yeah, abuse. So that's what I'm saying, the alleged abuse. So they need to stop trying to pin situations on what she said to create the narrative that they're trying to go with now. This stuff is disgusting. I mean, I didn't even know these type of women in the world exist. I thought normal baby mama drama was like, okay, I flat your tires, I bust out your windows, bust your lip. But they taking this stuff to a whole nother level.
They are. They
Like
are.
who does this? Like you want to put a whole new charge on somebody because A, you don't like them, B, you want them to suffer. Like this is this is crazy. It's crazy.
We said this earlier, Black Beauty TV. Babies don't know how to lie. You can teach them all you want, but the truth will come out because they will say, well, mommy told me to say this or daddy told me to say that. They don't lie without telling where the lie came from.
Lakeem, Lakeem, baby, the room is so nasty. I don't even want to repeat it. It's so nasty, Lakeem. I don't even want to repeat it. About what they're saying.
But I told Boo Love behind the scenes last year that I was scared for him because of the type of person she was. And that I was scared that she would try to say that because she hate him that much. I told Boo Love that.
I said that, True Slayer. I said that. I said that. Y'all remember that if she's found to be unfit regarding Momo, her parents and the five other children will be called into questions. Yep, I said that. So that's what I'm saying. She should be careful how she allowing the internet to dictate what goes on in her everyday life.
She
She
should.
has to be careful.
Special say that the court will get them on conspiracy to commit a crime with malicious intent.
Yeah. And then the person that they're talking about, if she goes along with it, she's going down too.
She said my child used to embarrass me so bad when he was little. He would tell my family everything, even when I talk junk. Kids tell all. They do.
She posting God about to show out for her again. Girl, I'm so don't worry. He is gonna show out. He sure
Not the way
is.
she think.
Not the way she exactly.
And
She
for her
should.
to be and for her to be so evil doesn't make any sense. If you're moving on, then move on. Just be civil for the daughter. Exactly.
Yep.
She's still hurt. She it's like when she told Kevin, I will when she told him, I can't get over you, I'll never get over you. It's showing. She's with a whole nother person and still hating on this man.
And she also told Kevin she wanted her marriage to work.
She did.
That's why I know she's upset because he did not want it. That's a scorn. Like this makes no sense. Like just move on. Yes, hurt people hurt people. You are so correct, Darlene. Special K, the co-conspirator on the internet to do all this terrible things to him. Exactly. Which every day she has to deal with this man. He can. Y'all can cut these people on and off on this internet. Why are you allowing the internet to destroy your image and your relationship with your kid's father?
Exactly. Gigi said this, and this just make me wonder. Okay, she allegedly said this happened to the oldest daughter. She said, but she remarried him, just sickening. Okay, at what point did this happen? Before you remarried him? And you remarried him knowing this? That makes what kind of person are you if you held this and then you remarried this same person that you're now accusing of doing something that foul? Doesn't say much about her. She will destroy her character to get a win. Let's see
This
what.
is crazy. This, y'all. I swear I've never seen nothing like this in my life.
Mm-mm.
All these, and it's crazy because it's nothing but like women of our color.
That's
Like,
it.
like we are really, really tearing. Like, this makes no sense to me. Like, you know it's wrong, and you're still riding with it. Like, it scares me because we probably walking next to some of these women.
Some of these women not knowing these are women being that chat be condoning all this evilness.
Do y'all think she will get our age older daughter to lie on him? You know what? At this point, darling, I don't know what to expect from anybody. Everybody out for a dollar. Everybody is out to save face. Everybody is out for themselves. I can't even say a yes or no to that because you seen the thing that his daughter did 2 weeks ago. So we can't even say what nobody would do because I done seen some of the most disgusting things on this internet these past 2 years. So we can't put nothing past nobody.
He really has been Sunflower because this came it caught us by surprise yesterday because we didn't he didn't advertise that he was doing this.
Hey,
Sh-
Kathy.
I believe the way we know about it now is because she told it. I think she got the papers when Friday. So I'm
Mhm.
thinking that she is the reason that we know now. He never said anything.
It's
So
always like that.
yeah, so he's moving in silence. We had a lot of people. He came live and said, "Believe me." He's about a month ago. He came live and said, "I'm tired of them defaming my name." He was talking about everything he was tired about, and then he said, "Believe me, I'm working behind the scenes. Believe me, I got me."
Yeah, that's
But we
that's
had been hearing that the whole while, so I didn't believe it. I was like, I don't think he's doing nothing, but I guess moving in silence is the best. My mama used to always say, "Don't let your right hand know what your left hand doing," and he's that type person. He's not gonna come out and broadcast and say, "I did this." He's not gonna come out and broadcast and do that. He's just gonna, I guess, move behind the scenes.
everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has a breaking point, and I believe he's at his breaking point because he always said, "God got me, God got me." Let them talk, let him talk. But you just said something that was very powerful, my two. He said, "I am tired. I'm
Yeah.
tired of them defaming." So he's at his breaking point. So that's the reason why he felt like it was time for him to do what he needed to do. It's,
Mm-hmm.
it's it's so sad that the people have to waste their time, their money to handle something that grown people ha- like they act like they pay these people bills, like they have to watch the children, like they the real aunties and uncles. I don't understand why. Child, I
Here we
don't know
go
how. I
again,
don't
like
know,
God
Matthew.
only shows up for her. I'm sick of her begging him for grace and then go back to what wait a minute. Go back and do what you're doing again. Yeah, she does feel like she's the only one God does his big one for. And because she's not held accountable, she think because these people don't rally behind her doing wrong, that she's gonna win when it comes to going to court. The judge is not gonna look at your internet supporters. He's gonna look at the paperwork in front of him, and he's gonna look at what Robert has laid before him and her rebuttals or her answers to the charges that he put in front of her. He ain't gonna be going to these people website. He's not gonna be looking at those in he's not going to be looking at comments on her super fans pages, on her super supporters pages. He's not gonna do that. He's gonna be looking at what's black and white in front of him and how you're going to answer to the charges against you. So she can talk about God did his big one because these people rattled and gave her that money. But the judge is going to have this last say, not social media, not that side, not us, neither one. She gets empowered when her people rally behind her. She looks at that as empowerment. But if it's wrong, God is not going to bless it. She might think that it's a blessing because she was able to raise that much money in yesterday, but that's not a blessing, baby.
She
The
didn't raise
devil.
that. The principal of the school raised it. The
Exactly.
principal of the school
I
raised that
can't
money,
with you,
child. You are still a senior. You are still a senior high school young lady. You did not raise that money. Your principal did that, child.
Hey,
Because you are
Selena,
not
thank you.
popular on the cheerleading squad no more, Mick Big Berry. You're not popular on the cheerleading squad. No, it's a new chef in town, baby.
Yep. But she looking at that as a win. That's not a win, baby, because you probably gonna have to spend every quarter of it. And tell John he got to wait on the back burner this time. She allegedly trying to get her daughter to lie on RH. She's evil, praying for RH. Yep. All
So if
this.
she had a legal aid lawyer, why is she using? Because she prays
Child.
for these
Mm.
people.
She popped so many lies when she did that live. She popped so many lies out. She said that she was paying on a loan. Her car was paid for. She paid $3,600 for a lawyer. Then it came out that it was a legal aid lawyer. That girl popped so many lies out in the first 3 minutes of that live.
I'm sick of these. I'm sick of her.
Oh boy. Hey, Kathy B.
Hey, Sabby, don't play me no mind, child. I just be liking to have a little fun.
Thank you, Nita. Excuse me.
Exactly. Her name ain't not look like I owe him for nothing.
Exactly. Thank you for gifting the memberships, Wisdom Warrior. I appreciate that.
Yes,
And
girl.
thank
Thank
you for
you, girl.
joining. And thank you for becoming a member. Let's tell you what, who you side eyeing, girl? Who you side eyeing?
Hey, Latte.
She side eyeing somebody. Truth is, it always come from her, but she used other people. Exactly. Okay, look,
It's
he got a she got a gift from Wisdom Warrior. Blah blah blah. Slow down and talk, girl.
he got gifted, ma'am.
She got gifted a membership. My brain be going faster than my mouth sometimes, or my mouth be going faster than my however it goes.
It's okay. I get
And
it.
she runs straight to the internet with the court business. She does. And Robert can he can prove so much against her. It's like you're supposed to have this college degree, but you do not use your common sense. When those papers say don't use other people to do your don't use other people to talk about, she can't talk about him and she can't use other people to talk about him. She's still doing it. she she digs a hole for herself, like when that girl was live the other week and Jeannie came in the chat. She thanked Jeannie and I be watching you and this, you're doing a good job. It's like you admitting you're using her to talk about Robert. You get just
that's
slow,
just
just
that's
slow.
like her giving a shout out to that other young lady.
Yeah, if we be honest, his oldest child is the reason we wanted the baby because she was protective over her. He even won custody. That's what I'm saying. She knew who she was married to and she know how he is about his children. And she knows that he was not going to play the radio with him when it came to, I guess she thought he was another woken Israelite. Have these kids and okay, I love them, but you keep custody of him. He don't care what happens. You got somebody telling you this man bust him in the chest and you ain't said a word about that. I guess she thought she was dealing with another person like that, but you can tell the difference in interactions when they're around their kids. Robert loves his children. And I'm not saying this man don't love his, but I would not have played with this man because I know he stands on business about his children. He done proved it one time with the oldest one. So why play with this man and think you're gonna keep getting passes? He
Yeah,
don't
she
have
is. She is abusing it. Special K. Welcome to the team, Carmen.
let's see. She sent them. Yep, exactly. That's third party contempt again. And she's gonna keep getting that because she can't, she gets so frustrated she can't talk. And then she see us doing our videos and she think he has us doing it. So that's why she's doing it because we doing the videos and they not kissing her ass. And so she dropping knowledge over there to them, and they come do the videos on what's going on and trying to defend her. But he does not. Like I said, I've never spoken to him no more than him thinking it a long time ago. I've never spoken to him. I don't speak to him. I just support him being wrong. I support him not being wrong, and that's why I do what I do. But she's doing that, and she's driving the she's digging that hole deeper and deeper every time she does that because she won't be able to use what he's got people to know. That's what bloggers do. They find the story that's interesting and they blog on it. You cannot say every story that's being blogged on that the person's being talked about paying somebody to blog on them.
Yep. I said that, Late. I told my two that.
What? I ain't down there. You know I'm behind in these comments.
Girl. Oh my God.
I be
She,
talking.
she said, wait a minute, Nina said, Tabby, I don't see.
There you go.
Tabby, I don't think none of us have on this internet seen anything like, yeah, we haven't, Nina.
And when I
Late said, go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
and I was gonna say I've been on YouTube since 2009 and ain't never seen nothing like this in my life.
2009. Okay, girl.
Girl, I got on YouTube in 2009.
Late said, I really am starting to think she is doing this stuff because she really doesn't want the responsibility. Let's think about it from that perspective. She knows RH will fight for his daughter. I said that.
Oh, way back.
Welcome in, Miss Bevins. How you doing, girl?
You all, if you haven't done so, can you all go and support Latrue's GoFundMe?
Yes.
I think the least amount that you can give is it $5? They won't let you
Um,
give under $5.
if you giving under $5, don't you fix your finger. Never mind. Oh,
I'm just saying at
no,
least
they
$5.
better at least get
That's
that
the
man
minimum.
$5. Better get that man $5, y'all. God's gonna turn around and give it to you tenfold when you bless him.
That's just sacrificing 2 Coca-Colas for the week.
Right.
I think they $2.50 a piece.
What Coca-Colas you buying for $2.50 a piece?
Girl, these little country ass stores here so high.
Girl.
20 ounce, $2.59.
Yes, please support Robert GoFundMe. It's going towards a great cause. All right, Nina Edwards.
Can you all get those likes up, please? Even the ones over here filming or in the bushes. Cindy, that's crazy. Why I even do that? Make it make sense. Shall not want to what money, and he won't. I think that she would be able to actually start pulling it down if she hadn't already done it.
Who?
She said John's not gonna want to wait. It's money. He want it now.
Oh.
Yep. Anybody want to come up and say something? She's getting that money to buy Josh some more jewelry with her rich ass.
Dang, what was I about to
I
do?
was in the comments, y'all, and one of the people today, and they were arguing back and forth, and they was like, somebody put in the comments, why Robert over there begging for GoFundMe for a lawyer. It's like these people delusional. This girl had a GoFundMe up for 2 days. Robert's went up yesterday. They say he's begging, but she's not. Ugh,
It's crazy.
it is crazy.
That's why, oh my, I can't argue with those people.
And then
It's not normal. What they're doing is not normal. Like, how is it okay for her to do a GoFundMe, but him not to do a GoFundMe?
And not only is she begging, she started out at $9,000, but when they clicked on it and got to the actual GoFundMe, it was 25,000. Now make that make sense.
Not only that,
Well,
how is it okay for her to date, but not okay for him to date? How is it okay for her to dance in the thing and not for him to? How is it okay for her to flirt her daughter around with a new man in front of camera, but he can't even do it by himself with his own daughter? Like, make this stuff make sense.
$24.99. Are
I
you
mean, I just
serious?
don't get it. Like, do they even hear the stuff that comes out their mouth? That's why we can't argue with the people, y'all. They are blind. These people, their spirit is just it's like it ain't right.
Mm-mm.
How is it okay for her to do anything when she the one that causes all this chaos? They
Exactly.
remove this man from everything. But talking about he begging, she begging too. And
Yep,
y'all even dumber. And let me tell you why. Y'all giving her this money, but she paid $30,000 for a necklace for a Negro. Come on now.
exactly.
Come
That
on now.
that this girl, mm,
Hold on,
she
my
got
dude. Let me say this too.
okay.
And y'all even dumber again. Y'all giving her money and she taking flights, going out of the country. Come on
That
now.
part, that
Or
part,
do she need the money? RH ain't doing nothing but going to Cracker Barrel, Piccadilly, McDonald's, Burger King, going around the
mm,
block, maybe go, to the club every now and then. But it's not compared to the stuff that y'all popular cheerleader is doing.
mm-hmm.
Come on now, y'all gotta make this stuff make sense.
They cannot, because it don't. It don't even make sense to them, but they're gonna try to go for it.
Yeah, like y'all even saying he broke. They even saying he broke. So why would he not ask for a GoFundMe? It don't make see, they don't even know the stuff they be saying. Shut up. Mind your own business.
Anyone with 3 degrees, 3 real degrees could never.
She don't have no 3 degrees.
Child, she printed them
She's still a
degrees up
senior in high school.
at Home Depot. I mean, what is it? Office Depot.
Office Depot.
She printed them degrees up on Office Depot.
Girl. I don't know what she did. But all I know is her character is upside down.
Take her social media is the best way to put her in timeout because she's abusing it anyway. Exactly. Exactly, Special K. And she's going to keep playing around with these judges that she's going to lose access to social media because they're going to tell her that you don't have a mind of your own and you keep letting these people influence you. You need to get off social media and get a job. She better do her research on how many people's been ordered off of social media. Thank you, Carmen, for becoming a member.
Oh Lord, these folks is crazy. Candy
She
Kiss, what
said,
you laughing at?
"What legal battles hitting her financially? She's not showing up with lawyers. So how is that hurting her financially?"
This girl is here on this internet buying BMWs, buying expensive hair, going out of the country, buying a Negro a whole body, buying him muscle, buying him,
Getting him a
buying him
butt
muscle.
reduction?
Yes. Like, I mean, come on now. They gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop, man. I'm for real. This girl is out
Oh,
here doing
boy.
everything up under the sun. And y'all sitting up here telling me some she don't need she with the money. So if she with the money, why is she gotta go fund me up? Yeah, buy 10,000 rings, $30 pendants. Girl, y'all the one look like a fool. I have to tell y'all.
It is. It
I ain't
is.
never want to talk about y'all, but y'all
Let
looking
me
like a
tell you,
fool.
these people, some of them might be making $30,000, $40,000 a year, and she's bragging she big Bree make 50,000 a month. Okay, she's paying $1,900 for a car. She wasn't paying it because she knows she couldn't afford it when she got it trying to flood, but she was
Mm-hmm.
paying $1,900 a month for a vehicle. You all probably got a $300-400 a month vehicle. That's probably y'all rent. Some of y'all rent probably ain't that high, but y'all giving y'all hard earned money to this girl who flexing in y'all face and bragging about paying that kind of money on a vehicle, $8,000 rent on a house, and y'all mortgage maybe $1,200, $1,500 at the most, but y'all taking y'all hard earned money, giving it to a woman to fight a lie.
Yeah. But okay, the classes. Not even the classes. What
I'm
about the
sorry. Let
the
me let
things
me
she's supposed to start at my two?
let me change that. It's not fight a lie, to fight the truth. Y'all giving it to her to fight the truth. The truth. Mm, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Speak it, girl. Speak it.
Mm.
I feel it. Mm-hmm. Speak it.
The truth does not need that much defense, but her
Amen.
lies is gonna need the defense.
Yep.
And ain't mm, it's too much evidence out there. I'm not gonna say what I want to say because I'll be cussing like a sail up here. I'll be doing an amber.
Girl, don't do it, girl.
I'll be, but the truth does not need that much defense. And that's why she got that goal so high. But she ain't finna put no. She's talking about she gonna get a top dog. A top dog is not gonna cost you $25,000. You can fool them little ignorant people that you got on your side, but everybody knows that that is not going to cost that much. It's not gonna cost no $25,000 if you got Johnny Cochran if he was living. You can dig him up out the grave and get him to defend you. It ain't gonna be $25,000, and they don't come no better than him.
Let me tell you
But
what.
these people believe anything that she say. After
No,
all the lies she got caught in, they believe anything that she says. And I'm sorry that was disrespectful what I said about Johnny Cochran, but I'm just saying it don't come there's no lawyer better than him, and he wouldn't be that much for a child custody case. I'm sorry.
listen.
I'm sorry, y'all.
But listen though, for real, by two. First of all, if she don't do right by this money, because these are not her supporters anymore. Those are the principal of the high school supporters. Okay? Those are the principal of the high school supporters. If she don't do right by this money, she gon' for real. She really ain't gonna have no support.
She's not.
Cause her real the other fans, like I say, the beginning of the BB would have been had that money within 2 seconds. But because you have scammed your supporters out of their money so many times, your real supporters that you had no longer supports you. So now
Exactly.
you're leaning on the principal of y'all school to take up for you. Those are all her students. That's her high school. So you right to thank her. But at the end of the day, it should just shows that you're not the big Bree no more. You're not the
Mm-hmm.
big dog.
Mm-hmm.
You're not.
Truth Slayer says she's convinced RH paying and encouraging people to speak on her because she does that allegedly. But in her mind, the playing field is even. What you laughing at?
Every time I thought I heard my name, Tabby Loud voice woke me up.
You heard your name. As I started to go on a cursing spree like you be doing up here.
Abby, I hope y'all am I yelling? I'm just speaking with passion. I'm sorry.
I told you be
I would
talking
use my
loud.
church. I would use my church voice with the
Y'all,
one finger
she ain't got no church voice. When I be talking to her on the phone, I be like, Tabby, why are you talking so loud?
Oh God,
She don't,
y'all.
Tabby doesn't have an inside voice, y'all.
I'm sorry, y'all. But nah, though, for real, that girl got to get it together, man.
But you
If she
forget to turn
if
on
she
your
has to be
ad.
stripped from everything to get it together, then that's what's going to probably happen.
I probably did, Nina. I don't know. I
Yes,
probably did.
yes, Nina. They definitely looking like a fool. They want to talk about our H people, but no, she the one over there buying all this expensive stuff, riding in fancy cars, living in a mansion, all this kind of stuff, and y'all still giving her money.
Hmm.
Got to make it make sense.
And they do. I'm trying to see that I turn on my ads. I don't think I did, but this, I be forgetting. I'm still kind of new to this. I'm getting better, but not that much better. But where am I? Right here. They on. They
Yes,
just not coming on.
Lolita. Y'all, let's pray for Robert Hampton. No weapon formed against him shall prosper.
Mm-hmm.
Amen. Amen. All he have to say is that the internet ruined her in our marriage. She puts everything on social media except her kids' classwork
That's the truth, though.
and birthday parties and accolades for the kids. That is true.
God, Charles, I've been in the bushes this whole life, and it was really good. I'm praying for Rob to receive not only justice for the mistreatment of his daughter, but for himself too in his life. Amen. Amen.
Lord.
I promise y'all, y'all would have heard of me had that happened to my brother.
Hope Bree helped them when they are getting evicted for GoFunding her. Tabby speaks loud for the ones in the bushes from the other side to you.
She calling on Robert to get his kids so she can be a
Thank you,
family with those
DI.
twins. She said she probably do want Robert to get his kids so she can be a family with those twins and Booger Boy.
Yep.
That's how it is. It's like she got her she got Rob not Robert. She got her four over here that she's those are her kids. Well, it's like she has six kids, so she has her and her six kids, and then she and Janelle and their little family on this side. So she split down the middle. But they say that those kids are afraid to be around that man. They trying to. I know. I saw that on that they were trying to flag his GoFundMe, but
And
let
what?
something happen. Let they trying to get it flagged. They over there reporting it. Don't they
These
know?
women are
Do they
evil.
not know
Oh
that the
my
same?
God. Oh Jesus, these women are so evil. This makes no sense, God. Like, Lord, please, just can we, Lord, just stop it, please. Because this makes no sense. Oh my, these women are so evil.
There
This,
you go. Truth Slayer, Truth Slayer. My,
oh
I
my
did say
God.
Home Depot. I meant Office Depot. I said she got a degree from Home Depot.
What has this man done to you? What have this man, I would think RH has slept with their mama. And I would think RH done slept with these women or one of their daughters for them
Yeah,
to be acting like this. This
it's
makes
like
no sense. This man ain't did nothing to them women and they acting like this. Y'all some scorned women. Y'all some and y'all
she,
wonder why the black men don't want to protect us. Look how y'all acting. This makes
exactly.
no sense. All y'all
And
want to do
then
is tear somebody down. Y'all, we tear each other down. We tear the black men down. We tear the white men down. We tear the white sister down. Every live I go in, I always see the black women in there. They be the ugliest in these lives.
and here's the thing about
Like,
it.
what is the hell is
Like
wrong with us?
they make big deals because these black men get money and go to white women and what white women do to you expect that race to tear them down. What you don't expect is our own race to tear our own brother down in this degree.
Like,
You
this
don't
man ain't did nothing to them women.
it's
Like,
like
what's going on with
they
y'all?
see the man that hurt them, and when they visualize the man that hurt them, Robert's face is on that man.
Well, damn, Robert, go change your face. Go change your face, Robert, because I'm sick of it. These women are lost their mind bothering this man. This man ain't did nothing to not one of them women. Like this is crazy. Like this is insane. I swear to God, we do each other so wrong. But when somebody do something to us, we wanna do a rally. No, do a rally when we do it to each other.
Exactly. Hey,
Don't
Delta.
just do a rally when the other color and always trying to make it race when we do it against each other. Like this make no sense to these women doing this man like this. This is
Gemini,
sick.
I was talking too fast. I didn't mean to say raising all that money for her to fight a lie. I'm saying the lie is going to come from her mouth, but to fight the truth. They're raising all this money because she really has no fight. She knows she did this. She's very manipulative and she's very deceptive. And like when Robert went live saying that she didn't meet him with the kid, and then hey look, ooh, somebody put it out that she went live from the police station knowing that they had changed the location. It's like those kind of manipulative things that she has a habit of doing.
Leah, the reason why her GoFundMe went from 1 to 6K is because her principal put it out there to support her. She made a mass announcement to support her, and everybody that goes to her school went and donated to the charity. That's how her GoFundMe went from 1 to 6. That had nothing to do with Brief Hive. I don't think it was strictly from the principal's mouth and told the whole school to go donate to the popular cheerleader on the squad. That's what happened. Those are not her supporters. That is the principal of the school supporters. And that should make her look very crazy. Yeah, that's what happened.
She said the judge gonna say, BB, you have 90 days to find another source of income because you are now hereby ordered to remove all social media accounts in 90 days. And if she would look that up on the internet, so many social media influencers have been ordered off the internet because of their behavior on the internet. Hey, Late, can you hear us?
Hey y'all, can y'all hear
Hey.
Hey,
me?
girl.
I wanted to say this. What a lot of people fail to realize is this man doesn't have a mother figure because his mama passed away. He don't have his grandma or nobody to come that's in a mother figure to stand for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they attacking this man the way they doing.
Mm-hmm.
What ain't it he had come forward and say, my nephew would never.
No.
Like they just do stupid stuff that does not have anything to do with nothing. BB is special because you watch this man get custody of the last kid and you still doing this?
Yeah, it's crazy. I swear to God, I've never seen nothing like this in my life. Like I said, I'm used to, if somebody don't like somebody, they might say a few bad things to them, but they not trying to like drastically destroy their life. Why are you reporting his GoFundMe? What does that have to do with you? Why are you calling his job? What has this man done to y'all for all y'all ignorant ASS old women and some younger ones over there to try to destroy this man this bad? And y'all have to realize whatever you put out, it comes back around. So why are y'all using this type of energy to come back to your household? This is sick. This man ain't did
He's
nothing to none of y'all women. He did not date y'all. He did not sleep with you. He's not your kid's father. He's not your uncle that touched you. He's not none of these things. So why in the hell y'all want to leave this man alone?
They want to silence him.
This pisses me off. This is that's why I say all this stuff is just demonic. Ain't no way these women are being guided or be whatever they went through is causing them to go this low. It's some other stuff that's going on. It's a spirit and it's traveling. I don't care what nobody say. This is sick. This is sick. These women are, I mean, this is, oh my God. And that's why I say, what if this was your father? What if this was your uncle? What if this was your son? Some of y'all don't even have relationships with your own son, but you worrying about him. Some of y'all don't have relationships with your
exactly.
own dad, but you worrying about what he's doing. Like, get your own, sweep around your own front door before you keep trying to comfort this man. This makes no sense. This is so stupid.
Hey. Hello, Mylan.
Hey, how are you
Mealy.
guys?
We're
You
fine. How
hear
are you?
me?
Yes.
Yes. I just I gotta find my mic to turn my TV down.
Okay.
Where
And
is
you
it?
and you right, True Slayer. Facts. We've been standing in the gap for his mama. But even if he did have a mama or auntie to speak for him, they still would be doing this because these are some evil women. This is a spirit that's traveling from person to person to person because of who they are under. I keep telling y'all this. This shit is demonic. These women are, Lord have mercy.
So I guess it would be safe to say what happens if across the street the son just got married, right? What happens if their wife turned out to be BB?
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
If it turned out to be BB, I believe she wouldn't even care. Because if
No.
anybody have a real relationship with their son, they would not tolerate this. They would not go for this. If you have a real mother and son relationship, what BB doing will be disgusting. You would not stand behind it.
I
So
like
do she
this.
really have a relationship with her son?
Who that lady up at the top with you, Miss 2 Cents?
Tabby.
I love her, the way she speaks. I'm telling you, I'm sitting back. Sometimes I stay in the bushes because I just see so much demonic spirit. I'm not talking about over on this side because I know what we're fighting for over here. But
Mm-hmm.
the bottom line is, I just sometimes I just sit in the thing and I don't say nothing. But if I love who you are. I've been saying hi to you and stuff. I don't know if you saw my comment. I just jumped on and saw you were on.
Okay. I be seeing you in the chats. I was behind in the comments, like I'm still behind. I keep getting behind in the comments, but I did see it. How do you pronounce your name?
You talking about Dimples?
It says, is this Dimples?
I believe that's Dimples.
Dimples. I think her mic went out. I know the picture looked familiar, but the real name popped up. Another name popped up.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
Dimples is my name.
Okay. Yeah, I
Mylene
seen you.
Rodriguez is my name, but Dimples is my nickname. You don't see Dimples, Malin Rodriguez. I must have came in on the Mylin Rodriguez one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's my maiden name, Mylin Rodriguez. I'm half Spanish. But anyway, hello, Tabby. Hello to the other lady. I guess she dropped down.
She
And to
did.
you,
Hi, Dimples.
keep going out, but I'm gonna get to the point and and go back in the chat because I'm enjoying what y'all are talking about. At the end of the day, anytime I see somebody fighting for something that's right, and
Mhm.
also with topics with that matter, I'm going to support. And I watch how you guys engage on this thing, and it's really sad. Like y'all said, what they've done to him. I've been supporter of Roberts before he even came to YouTube on MySpace, and I've been watching him before he got with this lady. And I must say, the stuff that's going on, I've never seen this happening on YouTube. This is a first, and it's really demonic and sad. But I'm glad he got women like you, Lupac, the other lady that she's trying to shut up, which was Queen Steph.
Mhm.
Who else? Latte World. Anybody that talks about this thing, Truth
Timo.
Slayer, it's a lot of the women
Mhm.
out there doing their thing, bringing the truth and keeping it there for people to see. Because you got new people that come in, new content creators that come in, like Tabby herself. She may have been here a while, but she got her set up now. And you got people and women like them that get up here and speak the right way so you can understand. And I thank you, ladies, because it's sad. It's really sad what they've done. I've been in and out because I've been sick on different platforms. A couple of people are letting me up that know me, and the bottom line is, I thank God for people like yourself, angels like yourself, that continue to speak the truth and keep setting the truth there so people can see what really happened. And I'm like I said, I don't agree with people bashing anybody or trashing somebody's name and defaming their and then even playing with their kids,
Mhm.
playing with the kids
Mhm.
with subjects like, oh, the way he's touching her and stuff, to put seeds, negative seeds in people's
Mhm.
mind. You know who I'm talking about when it was said. I don't say these people's name because I don't give them no clout. This is your platform, and any platform. I don't say names.
Mhm.
So, but at the end of the day, you ladies keep on doing what you're doing.
She went out again.
I'm here.
Mhm.
Okay.
You know how your phone time out and go to
Mhm.
black.
Mhm.
That's what it's
Mhm.
Yes.
doing.
Mhm.
And
But
Tabby, you better not say she got an Android.
No, no,
no,
I
I
know what
have
she
an
means. He has
iPhone. I have an iPhone.
Mine be doing that all the time. He'd be like, "You need to get an iPhone. You there go that Android again."
Yeah, I got an iPhone, but I gotta set it up a certain way to keep it from going the dark. I think I hit something. I'm new running this iPhone. This is a new phone. I got to learn how to do it. I've been with Android and Samsungs for so long. And my daughter-in-law says, "Ma, you need to get an iPhone." And she's surely showing me how to do it. But I'm taking too much time. I love the way you speak, my 2 cents. And Tabby, keep doing your thing. You got a voice on you that
Don't she?
yes, does. She does. And when she speaks, it's like commanding. I don't know how to describe it. It's like when she speaks, you
Oh.
could hear, yeah, you get it. You like, wow. Just like Upper. I forgot I didn't mention Upper. Now we'll mention the content creators that are really Upper is another one, great debater. She's another one that speaks really well. Creed, what is her name? Creed, the new one I just
Creisha,
Creature.
Creisha, Creisha.
yeah,
Creature.
Creisha. That's another one. She's a new one that I just subscribed to. Oh my God, I subscribe to you too, Tabby. But Lord have mercy, y'all girls keep doing what you doing. This
Thank
man is
you.
really being done wrong. Reporting his doggone page. Pimo, what is it? Auntie Pimo,
Yep,
Yeah,
love
Auntie
her.
Pimo.
Auntie Pimo.
Ooh, I love her. I
She
love
brings
her.
facts with comedy to it. She has a comedic swing to hers. I love watching her.
I love it. I love it. Love her. I love the way she brings it together like a mama or aunt. Okay.
Hmm.
Exactly.
And she's like Tabby, the same thing. She speaks with command. Like it's not like you're trying to be a bully, but your voice is commanded to where people want to listen. People want to engage.
Hmm.
And that's a great thing to have. Upper has that same aspect. Lupac has that same aspect. You have that two cent. You
Thank
all
you.
have that latte world, the same thing. You got some great content creators out there. I don't care what the other side be saying about you. You guys keep on doing what y'all doing, because now he's got his GoFund up there, and he done finally took it to court, taking her for full custody, and I only got one of those here. Full I got full He's going for full custody because he's having that kid around certain people.
Matu,
Mm.
what you put in the chat? What's that?
I thought it was. I thought it was your channel.
My channel, girl. That's
At the
not my
end,
channel.
It said your channel.
yeah, let me stop rambling on and get off this
You
platform.
good?
I'm gonna say this: you women just keep doing what you're doing. I wish I had the voice like y'all, but I do speak up very. I used to speak very, very well. As I got sick off and on, it is taking that ability away. But y'all keep doing what you need to do, because this man, they're doing him so wrong. And like they say, online is not what count. The court, what
I posted it, Wisdom Warrior. Thank you, babes. Thank you, Candy Kisses.
Is she still up there? I'm trying to share people's
Yeah, she's
channels.
still up here.
Yeah, you guys are doing amazing. You're
Thank
doing
you.
amazing, and it really needs to keep being talked about, because if we have to bring receipts from the past, sometimes it's needed for the new people coming in
Mm-hmm.
learning about it. So what they got going on is not being filtered through their mind, because
Exactly.
the side over there, they're filtering stuff out that is unnecessary and it's wrong. it's wrong. And I'm just grateful he's got some strong women that's out here doing what's necessary to help him on the internet level. Because again, what counts is what happens in court. They're trying so hard to stop him from having the money and the gains to get what he needs to get the help and get a lawyer and do what's necessary. But we all know what this internet is not the court, and you can try to judge him, but for what he does on the internet, but you're not a judge. The first judgment is from God, and
Mhm.
the only one that counts is God. But
Mhm.
then the next one after that is court, and I believe he's going to have justice. I believe he's going to have victory. Let's
Mm-hmm.
just say that.
Let's
I
claim it.
switch.
Let's claim it.
Yeah, I'm claiming victory for him. Tammy, you right. Claim it. Victory for
Mhm.
RH. Y'all have a blessed night. I'll be down in the chat. And y'all continue to flourish. I hope your channels continue to flourish. Triple
Thank
fold.
you.
Thank
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
you. I appreciate that.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
thank
sorry for
you.
rambling on. You
You
guys have
okay?
a beautiful day.
You
You
too.
All
too.
right, bye. I'm going in
Thank
the
you.
chat. Going in
Okay.
the chat. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Duncan, for that membership.
How do you get down? There you go.
Let's see. Yeah.
Mhm.
But guys, I again I thank you for coming. We've been on here for 2.5 hours. I didn't know it was
Ain't
gonna
it been
last
that
this long.
long?
Yeah, but when you're having good conversation and dialogue, time gets away from you. But
Class is
y'all
over, you
see,
guys. Class
y'all
is
see, I'm
over.
keeping my word. I'm coming live more. I'm getting the feel for it now. I'm not so scared anymore. So y'all gonna get tired of me now.
My two, do you mind me telling them about my live
I
tomorrow?
do not. Mm-mm.
Okay, you guys, I will be live tomorrow. Um, please come and join at 7 o'clock. We're going to be talking about men versus women. Why does society accept older women dating younger men as opposed to older women dating older men dating younger women? So yes, please pull up on your girl at 7 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to be looking for y'all. Okay.
I
Thank you,
will
my
be.
two.
Okay. Teresa, thank you. I Candy Kisses and myself, we've been dropping the other channels in the chat. So if y'all can scroll back up and subscribe to their channels, it'll be appreciated. Um,
Candy has been putting the right ones, y'all.
I went
My
back and put the
two,
right one.
I don't.
Look right up under yours.
She put ABCs. I don't know what she. So hit on the one Candy is doing, cause.
Okay. Okay, let me go through my thanks. Y'all showed me some love today, so let me go back through it, and I appreciate each and every one of them. Lakeith, thank you for the super stickers. Excuse me. Thank you for the super chats. Candy, thank you. Lolita, thank you. Shay Baby, thank you. Jazz So Jazzy, thank you. Ray Ray Gibbs, thank you. Lakeith Myers, thank you again. Miss White, thank you. Thank you for the membership. Linda in Florida. Ishay, thank you for the super chat. Um Wisdom Warrior, thank you. Um Tamara Tunde, thank you. Miss White, thank you again. Gigi, thank you. Sunny, thank you. Gigi, thank you again. Nita, thank you for the super sticker. Wisdom Warrior, thank you for the 5 memberships you gifted. Thank you for joining becoming a member. Excuse me, Wisdom Warrior. Late, thank you for rejoining. Your updating your membership. Carmen, thank you for joining as a member. True Crime with Auntie, thank you. Carmen, thank you. And Miss Duncan, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you all live Thursday. We're gonna do part 3 of the Tangled Web. It was asked that I do a part 3, so we're gonna keep on the Tangled Web series. So it's still gonna be about the friends. And we will see you all tomorrow in Tabby's live. And again, thank you all for hanging out with us for 2.5 hours. Y'all could have been somewhere else, but you all
Yes.
were here with us, and we appreciate that.
Yes, we
Y'all,
appreciate you guys.
y'all have a good evening.
Enjoy your Sunday.